All right, welcome back to Roll For It. This is episode 16. Thank you very much for the countdown, Derek.
Explain.
Uh, yeah, that worked out really well. Thank you for that. Holy shit. Oh, man. Um, wow. Can we start over? Is that... No, we won't. So as a, before we get into it, tonight's going to be a little bit of a longer episode. I checked with the boys. They're good to go, so we won't be ending... Well, I mean, I have a logical ending point, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be 2+ hours, maybe slightly longer than that, so, we'll see. Hopefully we can... If they blast through it pretty quick, maybe it'll be shorter, I don't know. But just letting you know, strap in, because it's going to be fun. So when we last saw our heroes, they were taking their carriage, or whatever, down the road south, through the farmlands and foresty area, on their way back to Witchhead from Last Drink, south of the castle and city of Edinbrook, and they got caught in a big-ass sandstorm that was summoned with a face of the big bad evil wizard man, the court wizard from the kingdom of Edinbrook, and they're headed to Witchhead, and it summoned itself into a sand golem, and they beast moded on that motherfucker and took it down handily. They met a slender human girl named Aris, and she showed herself to be very skilled at handling people and animals and a bow, and just an all-around badass for, a little chick. As more of a general sense to catch up, previous to that, they had been cursed by this crown that they went to go collect as a show of strength to the king, and it was revealed that that was actually a family heirloom for the court wizard, and he took it. And then they went to go find the princess, and she told them that she did in fact run away, was never kidnapped, and had hidden herself away because her father's been dead for years, which they didn't know. They thought the king had sent them on a mission, and it wasn't the king. So they were told, you guys got to go out into the world and, get stronger, find a relic to help stop the immortality of the court wizard, which now has that bone crown that they had sought, and delivered to him, and made him immortal.
Really
So
completed that outfit too.
it really did. And yes. So they went north of the kingdom, and they found a dragonkin kind of settlement where they traded exclusively in food and slaves, and they got some magical items. They got rid of their curse that they had, and there was even an alignment change for the druid. He's no longer neutral. He is chaotic good. Chaotic good. And then they went to Last Drink. That's where they picked up their carriage. And then there was that sandstorm, the sand golem. They met Aris, and we're going to pick up there on the side of the road. Aris had just whipped Tiny back into shape, and Tiny was picking up the carriage so that they could perhaps repair the wheel and put it back on their carriage and continue on their adventure.
How old is this chick?
Well, are you asking her, or are you...
I'm taking a glance. I'm fixing the wagon wheel.
Okay. Give an insight check. You would guess her age is to be about 6 or 7 years old.
Okay.
You're not a very good judge of people, apparently.
No, it was a bad lighting. bad lighting.
Right. So Aris, just having shown off her skills with a bow, had helped get Tiny. Sorry, I don't know why I called him Tony. Had helped to get Tiny to hold up the wagon, and now she's looking at you guys and going, "Okay, so what's your plan to fix the wheel?"
I made glue. I use pine sap to make glue. Fix the wheel. It's cracked.
Fair enough.
So, I don't know what these guys are doing, but I can't. You can't drink this. And can we fast travel till me making glue and fixing the wheel and putting the wheel
Yeah,
back on?
we'll just say that you already made the glue, but we will need a roll to see how well the wheel holds up. Yeah, whoever is trying to mend it.
Well, how about one of the nimble guys?
Tiny was holding it.
Tiny's
Wasn't he?
holding up the axle. One of you guys has to repair the wheel.
Alright.
Yeah,
I'll help.
one of you guys with like sweet dexterity, looking at the rogue, could apply this very tactfully in a way that's not going to collect a whole bunch of branches when we try to use it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I give him the glue.
Okay. So just give a dexterity check to see how much kind of sap
Saving throw.
overfills or whatever. Just a dexterity check is fine. Just click on dexterity.
Okay, so I'm saving throw.
Well, there's two different things, but yeah, that'll work. Yeah, okay. So you put a liberal amount of sap on the wheel, and you manage to fix it. Looking at it, it looks pretty good to you. Does anybody want to inspect his work, or are you good with that?
I lean on it with my weight a little bit to see if it'll hold a wagon before we
Okay.
climb in and risk our lives with it.
What's your weight?
I don't know. I'm a pretty big guy. I think I do have it somewhere in my bio. I weigh 301 pounds.
Oh, okay.
I'm immediately just gonna tell him to just whoa. It's fragile. It's still drying.
Oh, right. Okay. And
And
I
then
don't lean
I'll
on
go ahead and just lean on it gently because I'm not that big.
Okay, just
I'm
give me
gonna
a
blow on it.
d20.
Okay.
Big fan, you.
Okay,
gosh.
so, as you went to go kind of test it, it wasn't quite dry yet, and where all the sap has gone, it kind of all dripped off, and the two parts of the wheel kind of went like that, so you're gonna have to reapply.
Great.
I got more
Awesome.
glue.
Perfect. Is it broken at all, or
The wheel is
not gonna,
about
like-
it's cracked where the wheel goes like this, right? It's cracked at one spot, but not all the way through. So where it
Okay.
connects right here is just like
there's just not?
Knock-
Yeah, I just
knocked
want to make
off-
sure there's nothing
knocked off
that's
center like
gone,
that.
gone.
No, it just needs to be realigned and
Okay. So I'm gonna let's realign it, and how about you realign it and I'll glue it again.
Deal. I just put it in line
okay.
and hold it.
Then give me another dex check with advantage.
Okay, I'll do that one this time.
Cool. Yeah. So you this time you use a little bit less sap and you kind of smooth it over to make sure that there's no extra little globs of sap that might pick up some branches and stuff. And you do a really, really clean job of it. Jonesy looks over at it, nods with approval as he's kind of leaning on his weight on it, and it seems to solidify pretty quick. You're not sure why the first one didn't work, but this one seems to work.
Okay, we got a wheel.
Perfect.
Lift, Tiny.
Tiny lifts.
Okay, I very gently put the wheel on
Okay.
and fasten it to the construct.
Okay. He lets it go a little bit as all the weight kind of shifts back onto the wheel. It doesn't snap or anything, so it might work.
I coax Tiny up onto it, and I get him to shimmy the horse forward, and then I stand away from the wagon.
Okay. How far do you want him to go?
Just around the pile of sand and debris.
Okay. So he kind of gives the horses a little yeah with the reins, and they go forward about 15 feet just past the sand pile. And as far as you can tell, it looks pretty good. There's a little bit of sand that collected on the kind of sappy spots, but you're pretty confident that it's going to make it the rest of the way to Witchhead.
Okay. I'm gonna take the rest of that glue and put it on the outside of my bottle of magic sand. and then I'm gonna roll the bottle in sand until there is no light coming through it.
Okay.
There's no spying going to be done by that pile of sand.
Okay. So you cover the bottle in sap and you roll it in the sand. The bottle is now covered in sand around everywhere, including the cork or not including?
Right up to the edge of the cork, so that the cork is just keeping
Okay.
it sealed, but it's not glued shut. Maybe a little
Sure.
bit, a little bit glued shut.
Okay. So you go ahead and do that. If you want to
Yes.
edit that in your inventory notes, just say sand covered bottle.
Sand covered bottle.
So Aris looks up at you guys and goes, "Well, now that that's fixed, where do you guys want to go?"
Why are you following us?
I'm not exactly following you. I came from the woods when I heard the rumble, and I saw you guys get attacked, and I asked you guys if you guys wanted to, group up for a little while, and you said yeah.
She did calm the horses and Tiny down. I think that's pretty useful.
Are you gonna stab us in the
Agreed.
back or become an agent of some kind of unraveling plot in the future?
She looks at you and goes, "I assure you I have no idea what you're talking about."
Do you have some kind of huge enemy lurking in the background of your life that's gonna descend on us and get us murdered?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, good enough. Let's go.
Alright, I like it.
All right.
Is our cart and everything good to go?
As far as you can
Roll.
tell.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Let's hop in.
Okay. Yep.
To
Okay.
Durinar.
Do we all want to hop in right away? I don't know if it can hold all the weight.
If it fucks up again, me and Tiny are just gonna pull this thing.
Okay. Alright, I'll hop in.
Okay. You're doing the same thing, Ginkgo?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. So you guys hop back onto the wagon, and are you guys traveling to Darinar / Witchhead?
It's presumably so, yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Specifically the ruins of the
The ruins of Witchhead.
the ruins of that one building that has the cellar, or not the cellar, but the whatever.
Yeah, that'd be the
Yeah.
inn.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll fast travel there. So about 2 or 3 hours later, you guys enter the front gates of what you guys would know as Witchhead / Darinar. It looks like somebody burnt the town down.
Mm.
All the buildings are just rubble and ash and wood and a couple stones here or there. Yeah, it's kind of
All
weird.
this used to be ours.
Got some pretty
I-
sweet boots in the cellar too.
Okay. So with you having just joined us, Aoli,
Aris. My name is Aris.
good. So with you having just joined us, if we got a quest, a really important quest, before we met you, but it's got a good reward, do you expect to be cut in on that? Because I think you have to really work for it in order for you to be cut in. But I mean, I'm willing to cut you in.
She looks past you to look at Ginkgo and Kruven and is like, "Is this guy for real?"
Yeah, he's definitely real.
We're on home stretch.
Yeah, we've gone through a lot of hurdles. We crossed over a mountain at some point. There
Literally.
was, yeah, literally. There was someone with a bone crown, and you know what? We're right at the very end of receiving our reward here. But if you want to get cut in, I could help you help us if you want.
Right. What's the quest?
I point towards the pile of rubble,
Yeah.
and I say there's a hatch underneath all that rubble. But we're gonna have to dig it out, and by we, I mean you.
She kind of looks over at the rubble that you were pointing to, the rubble of the inn, and she goes, Really? Because it looks like somebody already has.
Oh, I look over at the rubble.
Roll perception.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay, so Jonesy, to you, it still looks like a pile of rubble. Ginkgo, you look over and you see a pile of rubble with a very distinct, clear path right behind the bar to where the hatch is that goes to the cellar, and it looks like all of that has been cleared away. And the hatch is all nice and clean.
So yeah, there was probably someone in the cellar.
Well, let's see if they're still there. I'm gonna draw my sword and dagger
Yeah, I'm gonna hop out the wagon.
in my hands respectively.
Okay.
should
Aris is still sitting on the carriage, and she's looking at you and going, "Expecting trouble?"
In this
If
town?
they're still in there.
Usually.
Last
Who-
time I came back to our home, we saw, what was it, 3 or 4, 5 of our friends dead and hung.
Yeah.
So yes,
but
I'm expecting trouble.
I
And
see.
I just hop off.
What kind of enemies have you guys made?
Best kind.
literally the highest in the land.
You upset the king?
There's no king. The king's dead. Don't be silly. I turn around and go back towards the hatch.
I'm just gonna.
She
follow.
is floored.
um,
She hops off the wagon and follows you.
is the hatch in any way disturbed, or is it just closed?
It's just closed.
Okay, I'm gonna go around it so that I'm facing those two guys,
Okay.
and they're
I
looking
can-
at, and we're both looking at the hatch, and I'm gonna count down on my fingers, and then rip the hatch open.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go 3, and then I rip the hatch open.
Okay. Nothing happens except the
Nothing
hatch
happens.
is open. The hatch is open. Nothing
What
else
do I see?
happens.
Okay, I look down into
Uh,
the hole and I cock my hand back.
You have dark vision, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what you can see from there is it kind of looks a little bit muddy, and you can see a foot from where you're
8
standing.
foot.
A foot.
Is it connected to anything?
Nope.
Okay, so it's the dead bodies that were in there. I'm just gonna hop in, just like whoop. And
Okay.
then, like arms out, ready to fucking party.
Give me a dex save.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You land cat-like on your feet. You drop about 3 or 4 inches into muck. What used to be the dirt floor from the first time that you guys traveled in here because you filled it with water is kind of mucky now. But aside from that, when you're looking around, you just see a couple of dead bodies. Looks like they are water damaged now. You recognize them as the corpses that were tossed down here by the witch when you guys were first here.
Yeah, the old ones.
Yeah.
What else do I see? Nothing. Do I need?
Aside from that, yeah, give me a perception.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So, aside from that, standing at the base of the ladder, to your right, you can see a bookcase. To your left, you can see a desk, and then just off past the desk, you see a bookcase that is slightly ajar. And yes, it can be ajar and also a bookcase. Thank you, Derek.
Okay. Like, can I presume that there's a hidden passage?
Your passive wisdom would tell you that there's something behind it.
Okay. I'm gonna look up and I see Jonesy.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna. He doesn't see me, so I'm gonna like whisper quietly. Hey, come down here. I see some shit moved.
Okay, I climb down the ladder.
Okay. You climb down the ladder without any trouble.
I'm gonna tell him to
Okay.
get Ginkgo before he gets too far down.
I signal for Ginkgo. Be like,
Right.
Okay.
yo,
And
Uh,
bring the girl.
bring
Yep.
the girl.
Might as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
So-
Oli,
Yeah.
down the hole.
She frustratingly goes, "Ugh, my name is Aris!" And follows anyways, and climbs down. The 4 of you are now standing in a very dark and damp cellar. with
Okay.
about 2 or 3 inches of muck.
I'm gonna motion. I'm gonna like start walking, kind of the walls like that. I'm gonna like walk around, half moon,
Yeah.
to the other side of the bookcase and kind of like motion to it, and then kind of like start moving it a little bit more.
I'm gonna walk very carefully because it's really dark for me.
Yeah, you can't
and-
see
and-
anything.
Yeah, I'm following Kruven.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can like hold one arm out so you can like feel me or something if you need.
Yeah, I'll hold
Okay.
your hand. That's cool.
Perfect.
So,
I got you.
Aris, standing at the base of the ladder, looks up at you guys and goes, "Does anybody have a torch? I can't see anything down here."
There's no need for the attitude.
I'm gonna tell her to hush.
I can see.
There might be
I'll
bad
get
guys
her
here.
the bookcase.
Yeah, I'll follow in Kruven. She should follow in Ginkgo.
Okay. Okay, there is a bookcase slightly ajar.
Okay. I'm gonna.
You guys are standing in front of it.
I know. I said I was gonna pull it open more.
Oh, okay. Give a strength check.
Okay.
Okay, so against the resistance of the mucky ground, you kind of push it a little bit, and you manage to get about 1.5 feet of clearance behind it, and you see that there's actually a hidden passage. Faint,
Can I pop my
faint
head
light, faint
I'm
light is
gonna-
flickering from beyond the bookcase. You can see now.
I'm gonna feel it over, and then find where the edges are and reef on it.
Okay, give a strength check. Nicely done. Alright, so you could just kind of walk over, you kind of push Kruven to the side a little bit, and then you just give it a massive shove, and the whole bookcase just falls over. You are standing at the entrance to a hidden cave, presumably.
Is there any
You
light
see,
coming from that way?
you see a faint flicker of light down the path, but it winds a little bit.
I'm gonna
Okay.
stealthily kind of go 10 feet ahead of everybody,
Okay, give a stealth roll.
or maybe
Yeah,
like
I let him go.
15 or so.
Okay, give a strength check or a stealth check.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're pretty confident that you're stealthy, but the other guys are looking at you like he's done it way stealthily before. The sound of the muck going
There's mud on your boots.
from your feet is just kind of making you clop along.
I'm gonna get my dagger and look at like one of my feet and try to like carve off some of the stuff, and then
Right.
gingerly place it in, and then get the other one, carve it off, and then gingerly place it in,
Okay,
and then try to re-stealth.
okay, go ahead. All right, second try works. You are like shadows as you step further into the path. So what Ginkgo and Jonesy see is you see Kruven just kind of hunch down into a stealth kind of like stance, and he walks forward and he walks around a corner that bends to the right, and you see a faint flicker of light with a shadow cast behind him, presumably his shadow, and he disappears around the corner. Kruven, what you see as you round the corner, you see a sconce on the wall with a torch in it, and the passage continues for another 12 feet or so, and then it looks like it bends to the right.
Okay, I'm gonna go right into the point, like the apex of the turn.
Okay.
Kind of bend my head around and kind of see if I can see what the next bend leads to.
Sure. So give a perception check. Cool. So you're at the corner, you look around the corner, and it looks like it's about 30 feet long, and then there's another sconce at the corner where it seems to bend left.
Okay. So I've gone 20 feet or so. A
Roughly.
little bit more. Okay. I'm gonna kind of like back up a little bit and then just whisper. We got another 50 feet to go.
Okay.
And then after I do that, I'm gonna kind of go back to where I was previously, and then go forward 15 feet.
Hold on,
so
hold on.
Closer.
I'm going to advise Kruven caution. This place may have I look
Okay.
over at RS and then back to you. Go TREASURRE. So
Can you even spell?
careful. No, I'm a barbarian. I can't read.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, like, I know that you
But-
misspelled it, and that's funny and everything, but would your character even know that, like, that's at least close? Like,
He's 50 something, so he's picked up some stuff.
okay,
But
fair
that's
enough.
As much as he's got.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there might be traps. If there's a long stretch, usually long straight stretches are
Yeah.
are
Ooh.
like bad for that.
Okay.
I'm
but-
gonna use,
While
healing
you guys
word
are sorting
level 2 on myself.
You're doing what? Sorry.
I'm
The
gonna use
bathroom break?
healing word level 2 on myself.
Okay.
Didn't you?
Go ahead and
we took a rest. Didn't you use your hit die to heal last time?
We didn't rest, did we?
you guys did not rest.
No, we didn't.
When we were
rest.
fixing the wagon wheel?
We didn't rest.
Oh. Okay.
Nope. You guys aren't technically in combat or anything, so right now, if you wanted to take a short rest, you can. You can't take a long rest right now. You're in the middle
How
of
much? How many hit points would that be?
well, you would
It
roll a
was-
hit. You would roll a hit die.
Or, oh, that's right. Just one
You can roll as many as you like, but you only get however many equal
was
to
like-
your level per day.
per day. How many equal? Oh, so I get 6 then?
Yeah, you're level 6. You can roll
Okay.
6 hit die per day
Okay,
to get that
then
much
yeah,
health
I'm
back.
gonna take a short rest and I'm gonna
Okay.
go bathroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too, and take
Okay.
2 hit die.
Go ahead and do all that, and then give yourself the 30. You got max rolls on both.
Done.
That's insane. How do you have such luck?
Reasonable precaution and amazing spelling skills.
Fair enough. Yeah, so you would roll your hit die, and that's how much health you get back on a short rest. But I'm gonna go take a piss real quick.
Well, if he's gonna go do that, then I'm gonna go get a pop.
Yeah.
And if I, yeah.
All right.
Disappeared.
Yeah, everybody had to pee real quick, I guess. So make sure you update your health after your healing and whatnot.
Alright. 2 hit die.
All right, go ahead
I
and
just
roll.
click hit die.
Yep, just hit it twice.
God, it's not gonna be as good as his though. Fuck.
You
Alright,
gain
not bad.
17 hit points back.
Ooh, 1 shy of perfect.
And so
Cool.
what that means now is you got that health back.
So where
Since
do I take out 2? You know what I mean?
on your character
the
sheet where it
total.
says hit dice is 8, total is 6. Yeah, you just change it to 4.
Perfect.
You can
I like
you
this system.
yeah. It saves you guys from having to buy a fuck ton of potions, and you can do that
Yeah.
as many times equal to your level per day. So when you guys will get your hit die back is on your next long rest, which you can only
Right.
long rest once per day anyways. So
But
this
yeah,
was
one episode. That's perfect.
Yeah. This was an easier way to kind of give you guys health back without having to spend a fuck ton of potions and whatnot.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure how the roll was gonna go. After seeing his, like, whoa, that's awesome. So mine must be 10 is the highest then? Yeah, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, I got
1d8
30
too.
hit points, and I'm still.
Oh, for you it makes sense because you have how? Yeah. You can't tell me. I can imagine you have a lot. Because I like to stand behind you. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys.
Muted.
What? Am I?
For Derek is.
Oh, okay. Derek, you muted?
He was talking and then he like.
Test.
There you
There
go.
you go. There you go. Yep, you're good now. Alright, are we all good?
Yeah.
Everybody got the pee out of the system?
No.
Oh.
I got more pop though.
Okay, fair enough. So you guys finish your little short rest. About 10 minutes has passed, and Aris and Ginkgo and Jonesy are back at the entrance to this little cave. What are you guys doing while Kruven is up around the corner?
I'll lead them towards Kruven.
Okay. Same thing for you, Jonesy. You're going up. Okay. You guys step through the threshold and you start walking, and you get to the edge where it just turns to the right, and Aris seems to have stopped right in the middle of the doorway.
Okay. I'm gonna ask her why.
You are not there. You
Oh.
went back,
I'll
remember?
ask her why.
What's
Uh,
up?
How far away am I?
You're around 2 corners, because you had went back,
Oh.
right?
Gotcha. Okay. Mhm.
Alright. So, sorry, who's asking her what?
What's up?
Okay, she looks at you and goes, "This is a place of dark magic."
Well, the witch did live here.
I see. I'm afraid I cannot go any further than this doorway.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. I'll just
Is that
hang out.
repel good
top.
and evil spell thing?
I'm not sure. I've just never been able to be around evil magic. Whenever I get near something that's evil, I get really sick to my stomach, and as soon as we stepped down here, I felt kind of queasy, and then I got to this doorway, and I can't go any further. I cannot will my body to go any further.
What if I dragged you
Yeah,
further
we
in?
could give her the Walter treatment.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Are you interested in going farther or against your will?
Not really. I'm not sure what'll happen. I've only ever made it about 3 paces into an evil dwelling, and then I passed out.
I don't trust you alone with my wagon.
Okay, well, I can just wait for you guys up top.
Mm-hmm.
With the what? Oh.
With the wagon.
Interesting predicament.
Mm-hmm. Totally interesting. What's she wearing?
She is wearing, she's dressed in all leather armor.
Okay, cool. If I were to like pick her up around the waist like this, I could just carry her under my arm, pretty easy. But that would, I wouldn't be in an advantage if she's going to resist me. So I'm going to try and coax her into the idea of just coming along quietly.
You can try it.
If you wanted to just go limp, we'll carry you and see if maybe this dark spot gets any better.
Either way, I'm not going any further. If you want to pull me, whatever happens is up to you. I'm just telling you, I've never been able to be in an evil dwelling.
Okay, well here, go limp, and I'll pick you up.
She allows you to pick her up.
Okay, I just kind of pick her up by the scruff then, and I'm just gonna carry her.
Okay.
I've got the aspect of the beast now. I have no problem carrying anything.
Yep.
Okay, Kruven's ahead of us, like by a bit.
Yeah, I'll lead.
Okay.
I'll lead you to him.
Okay, cool. I start walking with her, but I'm like visually observing her to the best that I can with the light and seeing if she's okay.
Sure. So you get about 5 paces into the first corner where the first sconce is, and you notice that she is starting to shake. Passive wisdom would tell you it's a seizure.
Oh.
Her eyes
This
have
is
rolled
bad.
back into her head, and she is starting to shake all over.
Do people usually? Oh, I turn to Ginkgo and say, do people usually pass out after a seizure?
Sometimes.
Poor
Maybe.
taste, sir.
Win, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna walk back and just lay her down on her side so she doesn't choke on her own vomit.
Okay.
Out where I had picked her up from, so that
She comes to.
okay, stay
And
here.
her eyes kind of snap open, and you can tell that they're moist, as if she had been like sweating from her eyes or whatever. You can also tell that her entire body has gotten a little bit clammy, and you can tell that she's definitely trying to swallow a bunch of saliva that had just been produced in her mouth.
Huh. Okay, you should stay here because that does not work for you. If anyone else suggests it to you in the future, you should probably tell them it's a bad idea.
Yeah, that's what I suggested to you. What happened?
No. See, your argument wasn't strong enough to counter my argument, so I won. That's what happened.
What
Stay here.
happened?
Stay here. Stay here. There is a small chance you might die if you don't stay here. And
Well, I'm
from
not-
me.
I'm not exactly going to follow you guys in there. I told you that to begin with. I'm not going in.
Okay, I can live with that. But I also don't want you to steal my horse, or my horses.
Tiny
I'm not
still.
going to steal your horses or your carriage or your giant.
Okay, I look her in the face to see if that is true. I want
Insight.
to know.
You can tell with every fiber of her being, she means every word she's spoken to you today.
While I've got her here, why are you repellent to magic?
She looks at you and goes, "It probably has something to do with a Fey enchantment."
I don't trust the Fae. I turn around and walk away.
Okay. She
That's all I
watches
needed.
you walk down the hallway, and you kind of glance back and you see her pixie-like
I'm
face
feeling
cocked
at the
to the
walls
side.
and I'm going, Genko!
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go show Jones.
Do I hear any of this? Because I'm not that far away.
You would have heard the ginkgo.
Ginkgo? Okay.
Yeah.
How far away is that?
You're around. They are just at the first corner. You are around that, and then you're around the second corner. You're a total of probably 15 feet ahead.
I'm gonna pop my head around the second corner back towards them and wait for Ginkgo to come around the first so he can see me.
Okay.
And then as soon as he does that, I'm just gonna like wave so he knows where I am.
Okay. Ginkgo, you double back for a second. You grab Jonesy, and you pull him around the first corner. Jonesy, you see a wall sconce with a torch in it, and it is very light in here now. You can see about 8 paces down, the tunnel shapes to the right a little bit, and there's a wall sconce at that corner as well. And you guys see a elven head poke around the corner, and he's waving at you. You would recognize it as Kruven.
Okay. I'm gonna let Ginkgo keep leading me, and let Kruven do his stealth thing.
Alright, do I have to roll back for stealth?
Nope. You're still
Okay.
pretty stealthy.
So I'm at that big straightaway, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna like check around. I don't want to move yet. I just want to use my eyes and
Okay.
like look down the hallway and to see if I see anything that could be a potential trap.
Okay, so looking down the hallway, you're peering around the corner to the left, right? And about 8 feet in front of you, you see where the wall kind of goes in and then it dips away. You think perhaps there's a door there. Opposite of, and then like a couple feet further, it looks like the wall continues. And this whole pathway, you can see, goes for a pretty long while, and you can't judge exactly how far away, but somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 to 100 feet. At the end of the hallway, you can see another sconce.
Like a light?
A sconce with a torch in
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Google it if you don't know what it is.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought you said. It broke up
It's all
for me
good.
for a second.
Sorry.
I have some ball bearings if you want to roll them down. If it's something low, if you want to check and see. I'm talking to you guys.
Okay. I'll assume that they have caught up to you by now.
I mean, are you... Jonesy, how do you want to tackle this?
I literally tackle things.
Perfect. Alright. Go. Since you can see the light, just go to the light. I'll be right behind you.
I look at the walls and the ceiling.
Okay.
I've been led down to slaughter before. I know what fucked up looks like. I'm looking for fucked up, like a slit in the wall or a hole or a pressure pad giveaway or something that's not 100% right.
Sure. Roll perception.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, it looks a little dusty, but yeah, it looks fine to you.
Yeah, I start walking towards the light.
So yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to do
Okay.
when I was looking.
You get about
Want me to
8
roll?
paces. Yeah, if you want.
That's yeah. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, the hallway looks perfectly fine to you, if
Looks
not a little
perfect.
dusty. Yeah, you're currently in stealth, so you do have an advantage to that. So your roll is an 18. The hallway looks perfectly fine to you. Maybe a little
Okay.
dusty, but yeah.
All right, good to know. I guess I'll go ahead since I'm still in stealth.
Well,
is
hold
that-
on. Jonesy had said he's walking down the hallway first,
Oh,
so
that's
we got to do
Go
him
for it.
first. So Jonesy, you make it about 8 feet down the hallway. Like I had said before, the hallway kind of goes down, and then it looks like it opens up, and then a couple more feet down, it looks like the wall continues. So you get to that point, and you notice that this little jut in the wall kind of is a little alcove. Do you want to stop there, or are you continuing all the way down to the light at the end of the tunnel?
What's in the alcove?
You can't quite see very well in here, but it looks like there might be another light source. There's a dim flickering from just around the corner.
I get the elves to come forward because I'm not good with the eyeballs.
Okay.
Probably closest, so I'll peer in.
Okay.
What
do
do
you-
I see?
Hold on. Roll perception.
Oh. Hmm.
Alright. You peer around the corner, and what you see is... Hold on, I wrote it somewhere in here. Okay, so you peer around the corner and you see a tiefling. Why do I say it incorrectly every time? You see a tiefling man just above 6 feet tall, standing there, covered in black robes, looking over a desk with that seems to be completely covered in tomes and parchment.
Hi.
How's it going?
The tiefling says, "How's it going?" and turns around. You now see that he has a dark tan complexion, brown hair. His eyes are completely black. He's got a medium-length tail, and he has horns on his head.
So I still have my weapons drawn. Are you friend or foe?
If I put my head like this, I'm still on the Twitch call.
Yeah, I'm adjusting it now. It got all
Oh.
fucking...
Ooh, I'm a box. Wait, how do I get into it?
Why did it not
I was
save?
fucking with the cams. I missed what the tiefling said.
I
The
said
tiefling
hi.
has said nothing.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
And he said hi back basically. And then I asked him if he was friend or foe with my weapons up.
You answer first. Who will you be? Friend or foe?
Well, this used to be our old town. We were
Well.
just coming back for one of our lost possessions.
Okay. Well, I am friend.
Alright then. What is your name, friend?
Hold this. What a rock.
Ah, I'm Kruben.
This
And
feels
they're-
fishy to me. When he
they're
said he was
fine.
friend, I want to roll insight on that.
Sure. You detect no malice, but you do have a slight hint of something strange. Some sort of hidden secret.
Do you guys want to play this fast or slow?
I like fast, because I know you.
Ginkgo?
The fucking dick split.
No, not a Dick Split situation. Okay. I walk into the room and say, "Where's the treasure?" I'm walking blindly into the room, kind of. Because it's low
upon
light, right? There's-
upon entering the room, you kind of dip around the corner a little bit. Upon entering the room, you can actually see the light that you had seen from bouncing off the walls, that dim light. There's actually a wall sconce directly to your light, lighting the whole room. You just couldn't see it from around the corner. You could only see the flickering. You see this tiefling standing there, black robes. Previous description, as I had said. Kruven is standing right there. The tiefling seems to be standing in front of a desk covered in old tomes and scrolls and parchment. That's what you see.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm gonna
Should
tell Ginkgo to come in.
Yeah.
And then, would my passive wisdom tell me that this is the room that that guy was talking about, or no?
Which guy?
Treasure guy.
Yeah,
Oh, the guy at
the guy that told us about this.
yeah, about the hidden treasure.
Mhm.
You can roll history.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you feel fairly confident this is not the room
Okay.
with the hidden treasure.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of like tell that to my comrades.
Okay.
Is there a second door, or are we blocking the only door in and out?
You are standing at the only doorway to this particular room. The only thing
Okay.
in here is the desk and the tiefling.
Is there a large pile of treasure somewhere in this facility?
I have not seen anything except for the dusty old tombs and the scripts right here.
So you like live in the room?
I do not. I'm exploring. I'm looking for a witch.
Oh, okay.
What did you
Okay.
want to do with said witch when you found her?
She killed my parents.
So would you be happy to know that she died a horrible death?
I would be quite happy.
Well, you can thank our druid over here, and I'm just gonna motion to Ginkgo. He bashed her in the face with a water skin.
I did
Very
do that.
nice.
She broke her hip.
I
Awesome.
put my I put my right hand up and give them a thumbs up.
Is there anything good in the scrolls? We've got another magic user in our group, and I mean, if there are secrets here to be shared, and we're all team against witch, man, that would be a cool insight. Have you gleaned anything from reading these tomes?
All I've seen so far is School of Necromancy. I haven't seen anything else that would be quite helpful to anyone else.
But you're down with that necromancy thing.
I am.
So you can use them after the blood is gone, right?
Say that again?
You can you can use the body after the blood is drained, right?
Pretty sure that was
Oh,
a
yeah.
necrophilia joke.
Perfect.
God damn it.
And I wink at him again.
Okay. Okay, I'm alright with this. I'm gonna turn around and start feeling my way along the wall, back in the other direction.
Okay. I should mention that the hallway in the other direction, because there's a sconce basically to your right at the corner, and the sconce way down at the end of the hall, that is pretty good light. The middle section of about 40 feet or so is all dim light. It won't be considered dark, it's just dim light from sconce to sconce.
Just so I don't get confused, I want to progress deeper into the place.
Sure. You'll be
That's
turning
really
left. Yeah.
Okay.
This was the only door for a bit, right?
This was the only one on this particular hallway, yes.
Okay, yeah. So through and through.
All right. Fuck, I forgot what your character's name is. Ubrock? Ubrick?
Obrock.
Obrock.
Ubrock. Okay.
Ubrock, okay.
Are you going with them or are you staying behind?
I have found nothing else of use in this room. I'll go ahead and follow.
Okay. So you guys all take a left turn. Kruven, Ginkgo, and Jonesy. The tiefling is following you.
That's fine.
Okay. No objections.
We'll
You
go
guys
with this.
continue. You guys continue down the hallway. You enter the dim lit portion, stretch of about 40 feet there in the tunnel. And you're walking along. Does anybody want to do anything here? Or are we just continuing to walk through?
I do my sniffing for traps thing again.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
All right.
Same thing. I'm gonna do
Just
my
roll
own.
perception. All right. You both detect a pressure plate on the left side of the hallway.
How close is that to us? Or is
About
it the whole left?
about 3 paces in front of you.
Is
and
there
it's
a spot
just
that I can go
One
by?
single pressure plate. Yep. It's if you were thinking the tunnel as like tiles, it's 2 tiles wide the whole way, and
One
up to
tile.
this point, you've only ever seen this
Okay.
one pressure plate in that one
Perfect.
spot.
I'm gonna go on the one that's not, and then I'm gonna motion to the one that is and say, "This is a trap, right here. Don't step on it. Follow
Okay.
me."
Okay.
I'd like to walk around it,
Okay.
and I signal to the other two very clearly the spot that it's in.
Okay. I'm assuming you're all avoiding the trap. Cool. You follow down to the end of the hallway. There is a sconce on the corner, and you can now see that the hallway turns to the left.
I turn left.
Okay. You turn left around the corner, and you see a hallway about 20 feet long. There's a sconce with a torch on it on the right side, and there is a locked wooden door. Or, well, you can't really see if it's locked, but there's a door with metal
Oh.
bands made out of wood.
I jiggle the handle.
It is locked.
I'm gonna go over and thieves tool the shit out of it.
All right, have at it.
Oop,
Okay.
that's terrible.
That was a really bad roll. It's a base
Yeah,
roll of
dude.
4.
That's why I
Holy
was like
shit.
plus 11. Dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, it does pass barely. You manage to pop the lock, and the door swings open.
All right.
All right,
I think-
inside you see a room with floor tiles. What I said about the tunnel before was pretending that it was like floor tiles. This room is specifically floor tiles. They are 2 feet by 2 feet. There is exactly 24 tiles on the floor. 4 feet wide, 4 tiles wide and 6 tiles deep.
Okay.
Shit.
While I'm looking in, I'm gonna do perception roll. Oh, it looks great. Looks like tiles.
Yeah, you see a tiled floor with a little bit of dust here or there.
I'm gonna go back and be like, "Yo, dude, there's some dust here or there."
I'd like to do my sniffing for traps thing again.
Mhm.
Have at it. Yeah, you see a room with 24 tiles, and there's some dust here or there.
Okay, so when you say 24, 4 wide, 6 long, where's the door? Where are
The door is right in the middle of, if you were to
The
count the
short wall?
tiles. No, it's right in the middle of the room. So if you were to count the tiles, directly in front of you is tile 2 and 3, 1 is to the left, and 4 is to the right.
How is it in the middle?
we? It's in the middle of the short wall then. 'Cause
Oh
4
yeah,
foot
yeah,
wall.
yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry. So it's 4 wide from where you're standing, and you can see 6 tiles to the next door.
The door
Gotcha.
swing in or out.
The door swung towards you as you opened it.
Oh,
That's a
so
bad thing.
Yeah, it hit me in the face as I opened it.
Not really. You stepped aside and opened it.
Oh,
Like,
daftly.
What else is in the room?
nothing. Just 24 tiles, and a
I'm gonna
door
grab
on
one of my
a
ball
door on the
bearings.
opposite right side.
I'm gonna grab 2 of my ball bearings, or let's say 6, 3 and 3 in each hand,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like throw one kind of like to one angle, and one to the other. Try to like
Okay.
do a V, just see what the fuck happens.
Sure. So you do that, and the tiles, they arc a little bit. They hit the ground and roll to no effect.
Nothing.
They don't weigh very much.
Okay.
That was probably meta, but
Yep, that was super meta. Thanks. What weighs more?
people.
Exactly. Come here, buddy.
Hold on. I have 12 wooden plates
Ooh.
because I am a hoarder. I take a wooden
You
plate.
could have just stopped at whore.
I'm a whorer, and I have plates.
Okay.
And I would like to take one of my whore plates and discus it into the room.
Is it completely dark in there?
No. The room is illuminated. You can't tell
Okay.
how. There's no torches.
Well, that's
There's
fine. I don't care.
yeah.
how.
Hold on. I have to. I have
don't
to.
know. I don't care, right?
Right. I have to draw you
Wow.
a picture so that you can
Ignorance
see
is
this.
bliss.
I'm a rogue. I'm not a fucking intelligence person.
Um, okay. So. This is the room that you are looking at. You guys currently are at this door. This is the exit. These are the tiles. I will number them for you, just for ease of numbers.
That's a good idea.
Like it.
I'll copy that.
Can I just take a snip of that? Yep. Alright, let me know when you're gonna do that again.
Yep.
And then hold it up for like 2 seconds.
I'll hold it up longer than that.
I can't see the numbers. I gotta make you bigger.
Alright, I'm good.
1 is up here, and it goes down to
Mhm.
4, and then 5 to 8,
Okay.
9 to 12, etc., from top to bottom. Everybody good with that?
Yeah, I got a photo.
Okay.
Okay, I throw my plate to about 10 and 11.
Okay. Give me a d20.
I don't have the dice thingy open. There we go.
Okay. So, which tile are you aiming for?
10.
10. Okay. So you throw the tile, you throw the plate, and it lands on tile 10. Pretty solid shot. It lands with a pretty solid thud. No effect.
Good plate.
Nothing happens.
Plate. Okay. 10 is clear.
I think. Well, I don't know.
How big of a long jump can you make, Ginkgo? If I ride you with the warhorse, we could clear like.
I was gonna say.
Can
I
you
could
clear
turn
all the
into,
way to
like, a
20?
rat or something? and
Can you
just
go all the way to
across.
20?
I don't know.
No, turn into a fucking spider again and go up the wall.
Hey,
Oh shit! Yeah.
that's a thing.
There you go. Do that again.
Wait,
That's perfect.
I
Or just do
can't.
your spider climb, can't you?
I can't.
Ah!
I don't have enough magic
No!
because we never
Shit,
rested.
that's right. Yeah, I'll short rest doesn't.
I take a second one of my plates,
You can't change forms in at all?
and
I
I'm
can change
gonna
forms, but I can't spider climb.
drop it on 3.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a d20. Okay. The plate lands with a subtle thump onto tile number 3, and there is no effect.
Okay, because I'm still in the doorway, I'm gonna reach over and pick up the plate.
Okay. You reach
Okay,
over and
wait a
you
minute.
pick up the plate.
Put
put my-
put pressure on it first. A little
Yeah, I want to put my foot down on 3, but remain most of my weight in the doorway.
Okay. Are you touching the corner or the center?
The center.
Okay. You push down with a little bit of your weight, and you can tell that there is no movement on that particular tile, and you feel pretty confident about it, so you put a little bit more of your weight, and you realize that this tile is just a floor tile.
Okay, I move around the tile, like the edges,
Okay.
The whole thing, stomping it down, and then I stomp on it.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Hold on, I got something for stomp.
Oh, curb stomp.
Okay. You crack the tile.
Hey, buddy, give me a shard. No, I'm serious. Give me a shard.
Okay, yeah, I reached down and pick up a piece of broken floor tile,
Okay.
Okay.
and then hand it over to Kruven.
I'm gonna
Okay.
get on to.
Souvenir?
Kruven,
no.
he's
No,
handed you a
wait.
tile. It's
How big is
about
it?
it's about 18 inches by 6 inches. Just shard. It's a
Half?
corner shard of a tile.
Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna go to number 3, and then I'm gonna throw it on 12.
Okay. Give me a d20.
Fuck.
Okay. You throw the tile, and upon hitting tile number 12, the shard of tile that you threw shatters,
Of course.
and there is no effect on tile number 12.
Okay.
I stay in the door frame and look over at 2, and then hold on to the door frame and stomp on number 2.
As he does that, I'm gonna dodge, like duck.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh fuck!
D100.
Perfect, just fucking perfect on a trap,
Crunch.
on a freaking trap room.
Okay. D8. Okay, you take 8 points of toe breaking damage, and you have broken your big toe as when you went to stomp on it, for some reason you had curled your toes.
Damn,
Also, there is no
Uh,
effect from the tile.
that'd be my right foot, big toe.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty uncomfortable. You're going to have disadvantage on all rolls involving strength checks involving your feet, and anything to involve stomping will also have disadvantage from now on until you get it fixed.
Okay. Fuck.
Any of the other two quiet folks want to try something?
Has anyone tried to touch 2 yet?
He
what he
just
was just
tri-
trying.
he just
very
Yeah,
hard.
that was fun.
he just stomped on it, broke his toe, and there was no
I
effect
think
from the
we're
tile.
good. Yeah, 2 and 3 are good. 12 is good as well. So, to my knowledge.
Alright, I'm gonna test the one after 2, which would be what? 6?
6
Yeah.
is the one
Yeah.
after that. So what are you doing?
Just put a little pressure on it with my foot.
Okay. Give me a dex save. Okay. Roll a 1d12. Okay, so what happens is you put a little bit of pressure onto the plate, number 6, and as your foot makes contact with the with that tile, you feel your foot go down a little bit with the pressure of your foot, and a plume of fire shoots out of the ground, and you take 3 points of fire damage.
Which tile was that?
Tile
6.
6.
Alright. Don't step there.
Yeah, and you pull your foot off, and yeah, it's a little singed. You're gonna be missing some leg hair.
Jonesy's gonna take a step back and mind his foot for a minute.
Okay.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah, Ginkgo almost just lit himself on fire.
Dope. How?
Tile 6 fire trap.
Okay, I'm marking that on my whoop whoop trap.
So, Ubrick, you want to try anything here?
Tile 3 is right in front of me, correct?
Yeah, if you were looking from your door where you're standing, tile 2 is right here, and tile 3 is right here. And the door is where my thumbs are. So right in the middle of the two tiles. Here's the map. This is a door. This is 2. This is 3.
Okay.
See if I can... yeah.
I have one with traps on it. If you want
If
later.
if they're all fire traps, we should just have Jonesy hit it with his fire maul.
Well, I'm standing on 3, yeah? Still?
You are standing on 3.
I picked up 1 shard. How many shards do I see?
There's still a couple shards, but they're all much smaller. The one that Jonesy had handed to you was the biggest shard.
That's fine. I'm gonna grab all of them then.
Okay.
And I have some string, so I'm just gonna
You gotta bind them all up together. Okay.
Yeah. And then how is that
Just-
equivalent to at least 1?
Just give a
weight-wise?
give a d20.
For the
See how well you tied it all together.
Yeah, that's fine. Not
Oh.
at all.
Okay, so you try to tie it all together, but most of the shards seem to be too small, and they're falling through your hands, landing on your feet. It doesn't even hurt because they're tiny little shards, right? Like he stomped the fuck out of this thing,
Okay.
and yeah, you end up having like a little tied rope bit with like maybe a couple of shards, probably the size of a shitty old phone.
Okay. If there's
Yeah.
anything on the ground that I dropped that's big enough that warrants picking up, I'm going to. You know, anything
It's all
bigger
pretty
than-
small.
That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna grab that and then I'm gonna throw it at. What's this? 9, 12, 13, 14, 20, I guess?
Okay,
Yeah, 20. Because
Okay.
that's one in front of the door, correct?
that's one back from the door.
Right,
So
yeah,
looking at the
24
door,
is on the
20
door.
is right here, 24 is
Yeah.
on the door.
Sorry, my photo is blurry.
Yeah, no worries. It happens.
Alright,
So
Cool.
you're throwing
Yeah,
it
so
at 20? Okay, give a d20.
Fuck me.
Okay, so you throw this like makeshift package of tile,
Shit.
and when it reaches about halfway through midair, you realize you didn't tie it very well, and a couple of the shards have fallen through, and your rope ends up landing on tile number 20, and it hits the ground, and there's no effect.
Tile number 20 is great, guys.
How much does hempen rope weigh? I don't think you can make that. Sorry, let's just stop.
I'm joking, and I let everyone know that.
All right.
50 feet of hempen rope weighs 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, he
That
didn't throw.
nothing
He
other
didn't throw that. He had
It was like
smaller
a foot.
pieces, right? Yeah.
Yeah, which I'll change right now.
Yeah.
Jonesy, you should just hit these with your fire maul. Like around us, and
You know what? I really like that plan.
Me too.
Except for when a trap goes off in my face and hurts me.
No. Just drop
Yeah,
them all on it.
distance.
Drop.
Okay,
Drop.
yeah. I shimmy my maul out to the very end of the handle,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna whack-a-mole the plates.
Okay.
Did you guys do 7 yet?
No.
Okay.
No. But wait. What is it? 12? 12 is good.
6 was bad.
Okay. Yeah, I have that one. You just want to go the whole way? Because we can hop a tile.
I'm gonna feel this out. I'm gonna stand behind 3 in the door frame and with the length of the
I'm gonna back
Ball.
out of the way.
tap on 7.
Okay. So since you're trying to do that, it's going to be a disadvantage roll. Because
Disadvantage
you're
roll of what?
just an attack roll with
Oh.
your fire maul, but it will be at a disadvantage because you are basically like if you were attacking something, you'd be close enough, right? These tiles are about 2.5 feet wide, so you're standing about 3 feet away from what it is you're trying to hit, and it's a ground target, so
Okay.
you're kind of like really reaching. Okay, so 12. So your maul comes crashing down on the corner of 7, 8, 4, and 3. You seem to have just misjudged the distance a little bit, and you crack the corner of tile number 4 and 8, and I need a dex save. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's not a dex save. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Heyo.
Yeah, so As your maul came down on those corner of the 4 tiles, tile 3 is already fucked up, so that's why I didn't mention that one. You crack the corner of tile 4 and 8. Tile number 7, though, upon impact with your mace or your maul, the tile corner bit that you had pushed goes down a little bit, and like a flash, from the top and from the tile, 2 columns of stone come up and meet each other in the middle of the room. You just managed to pull your maul out of the way before it would get crushed between the 2 pillars.
I'm just gonna applaud that.
7's bad.
I'm gonna pick up a shard, because there's lots of shards now that are decently plate-sized.
Not really.
What the fuck, Jonesy?
You've got about
I literally hand him a plate.
you because where he had hit was like right.
I know.
Here
you
in
don't
the
need
corner.
to validate yourself. You're okay.
All right. Okay. Oh fuck! I
All right.
accidentally
How
hit
many
back.
plates do we have left? Let's just pass this shit out, and let's just all pick a goddamn spot and let's make a path there.
Or we could just totally guess. I walk on 3 to 4, then 4 to 8.
12's good.
12's good.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you walk from tile 3 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens. You walk from tile 4 to 8. Nothing happens.
Okay. I'm gonna drop a plate on a 12 because I didn't actually see that one get validated.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Give me a d20. How heavy is a plate, by the way?
It's a wooden carved plate. I can imagine.
Yeah,
it's not
I'm
exactly
assuming
elegant.
I'm assuming like 3 or 4 pounds, right?
Couple pounds, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not
so
elegant dishware.
you are standing on 8, and you reach out with your hand and a plate in your hand, and you drop it on 12. The plate kind of, as it's flying, like coming down, it doesn't land like flat. It kind of lands on its side and cracks the plate right through the middle. You now have 2 halves of a plate sitting on tile number 12. But aside from that, nothing happens.
It's bullshit.
I told you the plate was okay. Or the tile.
I test it with my broken foot, with the heel of my broken foot.
Okay. Give me a disadvantaged strength check. Oh god.
Fucking hell.
D100.
Fire shoots up my leg.
D100. Oh,
Oh.
Jesus.
Don't kill yourself, bro.
All right. So you come down with your heel. You tried to do it a little bit lighter than this, but you came down pretty heavy on your heel because you're
damn.
trying to make sure, and you're gonna take a little bit of damage here. Roll 2d10.
That's it.
This is how I die.
Oh, you golden.
You take 16 points of heal damage. Aside from that, or bludgeoning, I guess it would be. You're not raging, so I guess you don't get half, right?
I don't get
Fuck. Yeah,
Yep.
your heel feels fucking sore. Like you've been on your feet for like 18 hours straight, and you can't wait to get off work because your fucking feet hurt. Specifically your
Well-
right foot, because you got big toes
While
broken.
Jonesy is complaining and cussing about his wounds, I'm gonna tell him, why don't you take a short break and let our other friends take a shot?
I would like to take a short break
Okay.
to let my friends carry on.
Okay.
And I walk
since-
Wounded, my
from
friend.
8 to 4 to 3 and out the door into the hallway to take a short break. 2,
Okay.
to be precise.
Okay, so just to let you know, a short break will last 10 minutes. So if you're taking 2 short breaks, you can go ahead and use your 2 hit die to roll back your health, but you'll be unable to do anything for about 20 minutes.
Deal.
As far as in-game time goes, I'll let you know how long that has been once it's been 20 minutes.
Deal.
Okay? Cool. You gain 18 health back. Okay. Who's up?
Rock would like to take a shot.
You're
I have a
doing
plate
what,
in my
sorry?
hand.
I would like to step into the room.
Okay. Which tile are you stepping on?
I'm stepping on 3.
Nothing happens.
Turn to my left and want to step on 2.
Nothing happens.
And then I want to go diagonally onto number 5.
Okay. Roll a dex save. So what you would do for that is on your character sheet, you're going to want to go to under saving throws, right next to your hit points, we're on the left of that. You would click on the word dexterity under the saving throws box.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. I need you to roll 1d20. Okay, you're going to take 13 points of piercing damage as you went to go step onto plate number 5, and spikes about 8 inches long shoot through the floor and into the bottom of your foot.
Ouch.
I have sympathy
Yeah.
pains for him.
You're totally feel. No, he's not sleeping. He's just
I'm
resting.
Oh,
He's like leaning with his back against the
He just
wall,
hears-
and he's like
hears it happen.
he's looking in through the
Watching
door,
this go
and he
down
sees
through the door, being like,
he sees the spikes shoot up, and he's just like, "Ooh, that hurts," and it kind of makes his foot hurt a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah. So you're standing on tile number 4 now, and your right foot is a little bit bloody, and there's going to be holes in your shoes.
Number
Wait,
4.
Yeah, I
was
was
on
gonna
five.
say,
You're standing on plate 2 now because you had stepped onto plate 5 and the spikes shot up. The dex save, which you'd failed, you didn't get out of the way for the spikes quick enough, so they did impact you, but I'm assuming that you hopped back onto tile number 2.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to stand on
Unless you wanna
spike
fail
on
and die.
5 and continue spikes, that's your call.
No, I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna motion Ginkgo, and I'm gonna hand him my plate and say 16, my friend.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go
Then I'm gonna hold my
3,
plate.
4,
Fuck you.
8, and then on 12.
Okay.
Because
Nothing
those are all
happens.
safe.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens, and nothing happens. You are
And
standing
I'll
on
drop the
12.
plate on 16.
Yep.
Okay. Give me a d20. Okay, you're kind of nervous, having seen 2 of your friends both stepped on traps now at this point, and yourself having also, almost gotten roasted by a trap. You drop the plate, but again, it doesn't land flat; kind of lands on its corner like that, and the plate breaks into a couple different pieces. And there was no effect that you can see.
Good enough for me.
I'll step onto 16.
Dex save.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Okay, you hear a whooshing sound, and you step out of the way really quickly as out of the side of the wall, this, gust of wind comes rushing through into the room, and it swirls around, and, your cloak starts flapping or whatever, and you see a couple of the previous triggered traps all shooting out at the same time. And
Master
narrowly...
trap?
Sorry?
It's like a master trap?
Your passive wisdom would tell you that because you're standing so close, that gust of wind would have pushed you from tile number 16. It would have shoved you clear across the room, all the way to probably tile 13.
Okay.
And who knows what would have happened in the meantime.
That's
So I'm
a
standing
trap.
on 12 then.
You are still standing on 12.
I will pick up the plate that was broken in half and use mending on it.
Okay.
Does that give you 2 plates?
No. It just...
No,
fixes
it'll
it.
Damn it!
it'll fix it. So this only repairs a single break or tear. I should say the
Well, you
plate
said it was
is...
just broken down the middle.
No, that was the previous one. This one is kind
Yeah,
of
that's the one
shattered.
I wanted to pick up.
Oh, okay. So that one's on
12.
where Jonesy had dropped it on 12. Yeah. So you pick up the 2 halves and you cast mend. You are now holding 1 mended plate.
Get wrecked, son.
Alright, I'm gonna throw said plate at number 20.
Okay. Give a d20. Okay, so you toss the plate very like a gingerly kind of like a what's it called? The thing with the people that fucking gay ass
Frisbee?
hipsters throw. There you go. Gay ass hipsters was the hint. Yeah. You throw it very gingerly like a frisbee, and it lands on tile number 20, and it like very neatly helicopters itself onto the ground, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Alright, alright, yeah, I'm gonna try to, like, jump over 16 and land on 20.
Okay. Give a dexterity check. Doesn't have to be a save, just a... Yeah. Okay, so you jump from tile number 12 to 20, and on your landing, you don't quite stick the landing, and you fall over. You kind of landed heels first. There's a slight little bit of dust on the ground, and maybe you clip the plate a little bit, so you kind of slip and you land on your back, like on your tailbone. Give me a dex save now as well. Okay, so when you land, the impact of landing forces your body down to the ground, and your torso actually lands on tile number 16. You hear a whooshing as this gust of air pushes you from tile 16.
While
and
he's right
it's-
there, can I try to stop him? Because I'm in the middle.
Where are you?
I should be on not 4. What is that number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You're on tile 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a reaction, I'll let you do a dexterity check and
Like,
see if you can
I
get to him
forget
quick
the
enough.
word. Opportunity save.
No, you just give me a dex check, and we'll see
Okay.
if you can pass it.
Hell
Very
yeah.
nice. Okay, so you hear this gushing, this like gush of sound, and just as the gust of wind grabs Ginkgo's body, you reach out and you grab his hands with your hands, and you yank him just as his legs get swung across plate number 15. And okay, now we need to do a couple of things. Roll a 1d6 for damage that you took for falling. So you take 6 points of falling damage, and then as your legs brush over tile number 15, you're also going to take a 1d8 fire damage. 1 point fire damage. So as your legs brush over tile 15, jets of fire shoot out of the ground, out of these tiny little holes that you hadn't seen before, shooting out, and plume of fire, and they just catch your legs. Doesn't do much, just singes a little bit of the hairs, and yeah.
Alright, but 20 was safe. So
20
that's,
was
like,
safe.
real close to the door.
20 is safe. So where did I pull him back? Did I pull him all the way back to 12
You-
probably then?
You were on 8, you jumped forward onto 12, grabbed
Okay.
his arms, and you pulled him back onto 12. You are now standing on 8.
Okay. So from there, I'm gonna say let me do the daft shit. I'm gonna jump over to 20.
Okay. Give me a dex
You want
check.
me- Yeah. Okay.
Or acrobatics or athletics or acrobatics would be fine too.
Acrobatics, please.
Sure.
Yeah,
Nice. So, you're kind of feeling pretty confident about this. So, standing on 8, you kind of just lean forward and put your hand right in the middle of 12, and you kind of do a cartwheel and push off with your hand, and you launch over number 16 and land on your feet on 20, like some sort of Olympic gymnast, and you look back at the others like, why couldn't you just do this?
Yeah. What's up, bro?
You are standing on plate 20.
Okay. So.
Fuck you, Grooven.
Do I see
I
his
say
head?
from the hallway.
Yeah, you can see him.
I'm gonna ask how his foot's doing.
It's fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. About how much longer do you think you need to rest?
How
Halfway.
much longer do you think I need to how do I feel? How many minutes do I
You feel like maybe about 8 or 9 more minutes.
Okay. Perfect. That's all I needed to know. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're doing better, bud. That's good
Thank
to know.
you. Thank you.
So in all that commotion, I didn't grab a plate. So can someone get me a plate and toss it over? Because I handed mine to Ginkgo.
There should be a plate on 20 that I threw.
Oh, there is? Oh, you're right, you're right. Okay,
Unless I
so
have
I'm gonna...
Isn't it? Oh yeah, no, that one's good. It's the mended plate. Yeah.
Right,
It's
right.
perfectly
that's the
fine.
middle. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna grab that one.
Okay.
And 22, 23, 20... Is that 24 at the end?
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
before-
okay. Obviously. So, yeah, duh. So I'm gonna get, like, low to the ground crouch.
Yep.
And I'm gonna hold the plate about, like, 6 inches above the ground.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna kind of, like, you know, shove it off my hands
Right.
really gently, close
Sure.
to the ground, but, like, back up as I do it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So you're just kind of like reaching over and then dropping
Yeah,
the plate and moving your
gingerly
hand back.
dropping it.
You're like,
Totally.
"Huh!"
From a low
Okay.
distance so it doesn't shatter.
Sure. Yeah. So you go ahead and you drop that plate, and it goes clack, 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 and there's no effect.
Okay. So from that, I'm gonna, like, you know, I'm like crabby. I'm gonna, like, get my foot and I'm gonna, like.
Okay.
Does he
give
get
me.
bonus points for actually showing us what he did with his leg?
Yeah, I'll give him advantage. Give me a strength roll with advantage.
Strength.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, you're using your feet, right? So.
I guess.
Yeah, okay, so 16. Yeah, you kind of take your leg and you lift it over and you smack it down, smack, 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 and every time you do that a couple of times, and you're pretty confident nothing's gonna happen if you put your weight on plate number 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out of my crab walk and walk out the door.
Okay. You.
Or try to.
It,
open
it,
the
it's
door
a
at
it's a it's a closed door, so yeah. Sorry, what was that?
least. I'm gonna try to open the door.
Okay. You jiggle the handle and the door comes open, and it opens out to away from you.
Okay, so out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing it out and then just stand there
Okay.
and then tell my friends that if you jump over that one, you're fine.
16.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna, like, point to the one that has the wind blowy effect.
Okay. And you're standing in the hallway or in the room still on 24, or
I'm
have
still-
you stepped into the
yeah,
hallway?
I'm still on 24. I haven't
Okay.
stepped in yet.
Sure. Let's go to Ubrik. Whatever your name is. Ubrik.
Obrock.
Obrock.
It's Obrock.
I'm still on 2, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. It was my right foot that was injured, correct?
Little bit, yeah.
Okay. I'll put all my weight onto my left foot and try to step onto 3 without slipping on my blood.
Yeah, you're not like bleeding profusely, so you won't have to worry about that. You step onto 3, nothing happens.
Continue moving to 4,
Nothing happens.
and then 8,
Nothing happens.
and over to 12.
Nothing happens.
I'm not even gonna attempt to jump, so I'm gonna turn left and go to 11.
Okay, and you're straight up stepping onto it?
Yep.
Okay, nothing happens.
Be wary from where you go from here. I have a plate. I'm gonna toss him the plate.
Okay.
Gingerly.
Give a dex check.
That's fine. Hope you can catch.
It's gonna land on a trap and kill him.
Okay. You throw the plate.
I'm aiming for where he's gonna step then.
Oh,
you wanna
well,
do that.
you said you were tossing it at him, and you've already
Alright,
made your
fine.
roll. So okay. Would you like to catch the plate? It's in
Yes, I
midair.
would like to catch the plate.
Okay. Give me a dex check to see if you catch the plate. Okay, so you go to reach out for it, and it hits your thumb and fumbles to the ground, and it lands on tile number 6, and there is no effect.
So the plates aren't even heavy now.
The fuck? This doesn't do shit. Then don't worry about the plate.
For the record, a plate was never confirmed to be heavy enough. You guys
It
leaped
makes
to
me
that
feel
conclusion
better about
yourself.
things, okay?
I shouldn't have just told you that, but I'm being nice. It's also the reason I didn't kill
Well,
Derek.
Just figured it out.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I'm just saying he rolled a 98 on a critical fail. I totally would have been within my rights to be like, you're dead.
I thought
Yeah.
he was gonna just
Well, no, hold on. Dead is 100. Anything below that is like permanently wounded.
Right.
Oh, well, that. Yeah, you got a permit.
Or what was it?
Like
I
crippled.
drowned one of you for
Yeah,
98. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
you
drowned.
you killed him drowning. It's not a permanent death, but a death.
I didn't all the way kill him. I tried really hard
Brain
to kill him.
damage.
Right.
Brain.
Anyway, so yeah, you are standing on 11, yeah?
Yeah.
What would you like to do? The plate is on 6.
I'm gonna yell out that was it landed on a trap, so the plates probably don't mean much. But you might want to pick it up because we don't have that many plates left.
I step
Hey,
on
those are
to...
those are definitely my plates. I want it back.
No plates.
All right.
I step onto 10,
Okay, nothing happens.
and I look over and try to grab the plate off of number 6.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand roll. It'll be under
Abilities, skills.
skills. To the left of your weapon attack.
Okay.
Yeah, you're trying to pick it up, but you keep fumbling. You got butterfingers.
I'd leave it then, man. We can make another plate soon. It's not worth your life.
Jonesy can just pick it up.
Yeah, exactly. He's back there.
Nice.
He can use his maul to fucking hook it over.
That's a safe idea.
Yeah, it's not wood or anything.
Yeah. So you're standing on 10.
I put all my weight onto my left foot and try to lightly step onto number 9,
With your left or right foot?
my right foot.
Okay. You kind of feel weird shooting pain that goes up your foot because of the previous spike, and there's a little bit of sound as you kind of step into the sole of your shoe that's now a little bit bloody. But aside from that, no effect.
While that's happening, I'm just gonna step outside.
Okay.
Stay there.
No,
So
I'm gonna
you
step outside.
you step out of the room and into the hallway, and the entire room that you were previously in goes dark. The hallway that you're in seems to go for another about 5 feet, and there's a sconce on the corner, and it seems to go to the left.
So I can't see back in the room.
You cannot.
Can I poke my head in, or is the door closed now?
No, the door's not closed. It's just
So-
like a sheet of blackness.
Okay, so can I poke just my head through the sheet and like right here is my neck?
Sure.
What do I see? Do I see
the-
them again?
You see them in the room. The rest of you saw Jonesy, or sorry, not Jonesy. You saw Cruven step out of the room, and then just his head came back into the room.
Okay.
It spooks you guys a little bit.
Sorry guys, I was just trying to see if that shut down the traps. It was worth a try.
I'm going to continue putting all my weight onto number 9 and step fully onto it.
Okay, nothing happens. You are on number 9.
I turn to 13, put all my weight onto my left foot, and slightly step onto 13, just like I did with 9.
Okay, nothing happens.
And I do the same action with 17.
Nothing happens.
And then I nonchalantly walk 18, 19, 20, into 24.
Nothing happens. You reach the end, and you are standing at the exit to the door. There's a head of an elf standing right there, but you don't see anything else, just a disembodied head.
No. My arm comes through and we have
Okay. An arm comes through, and give me a dex save.
Ah, motherfucker. Who is worth?
Under
save?
saving throws, just click dexterity. Not you, Cruven.
Oh.
It'll be Ubrick.
Okay.
Save it again.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay. So roll 1d4. Okay, you take 2 points of damage as Cruven's arm comes through the blackness and slaps you in the face.
Jesus.
Oh, because
Well
I can't
deserved.
see?
No, because he can't see your arm until it comes through the blackness, and he's standing right there.
But my head's through, so I can see
Yeah.
his arms.
Whack.
So I'm not gonna be a dick, and I'm not gonna like pop
Yeah, but
him in the
his
face.
arms are like down, and you're like gonna high five him at his waist. You said high five. That's up here, man.
Alright.
Yeah.
I gotta pick some battles.
Yeah. So, yeah, our lovely wizard just got slapped in the face by our rogue.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah. There's, Kruven standing right there having just slapped you. We're gonna go over to Ginkgo and Jonesy. Jonesy, your short rest is over. You've noticed that all the previous shenanigans that went on. Kruven stepped through the door, and then he poked his head through, and then his arm came through and just smacked the Ubruk right in the forehead.
I can see that because it's in the distance a little bit, but I couldn't see the whole scope of the room. Ginkgo, were you paying attention to which tiles are safe and which ones aren't?
Yeah. Well, on my side of the room. He went the other way. I think he.
But you can
You're-
lead us across?
You're on tile 12 right now, Ginkgo.
Yeah, I know where I am, and I know like the right half of the room.
Okay.
Oh.
The left half.
Gotcha.
Okay, if I was watching through the whole of the room, could I use history to see if I could see?
Sure. Give a roll. Okay, pretty good roll. So from where you are in the room, you're not going to be able to see certain tiles because they're going to be just around the line of sight. So if you're looking at this picture here, if you're sitting right here, you're not going to be able to see pretty much this tile and this tile, or this
I would have
tile
seen
and
him
this
cross
tile.
through the middle of the room, right?
Yeah, you would have seen pretty much all these tiles, and you would know that 12, 16, 15, 14, or sorry, hold on. Whoa, that was bad.
Slow down.
12, 11, 10, 9, 13, 17, 18, 19, and 20 are safe.
Dude,
Okay,
so meta.
that's all I needed.
No,
I
he
have a
rolled
photo
it.
for him.
He rolled history. It's not meta.
Oh, okay. Just kidding.
If he had failed that, I would have told him the exact information, but I would have told him some trap tiles too.
Oh, I had the photo saved. I was
Nice.
gonna send everybody.
That would be meta.
That's meta.
Players take their own notes.
Okay.
No, because I'm popping my head through and I'm yelling all of it.
You
I'm
can
gonna
yell it,
stand
but you
up.
can't share your notes.
Oh, well, same shit.
I'm gonna stand up and rock gently left to right to see if I can walk properly without falling over.
Okay. Yeah, you can walk. You're gonna have a little bit of a limp. You're still gonna have disadvantage because your toe's still broken and your heel still hurts, but you feel pretty good despite that.
But if I'm just very slowly walking, I'm totally fine?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go 3, 4, 8, 12, 11, 10, 9, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24.
Okay, slow down. Sorry. After 12, you're going.
11,
Yep.
10,
Yep.
9,
Yep.
13,
Yep.
17,
Yep.
18,
Yep.
19,
Yep.
20,
Yep.
24,
Okay.
and then through the door.
Okay. You step through the blackness, just past the wizard friend that you guys just met. Ubruk, the big hairy Jonesy's just walked past you into the blackness and disappears.
I'm gonna turn around and try to high five him.
Don't try
Okay.
to high five me.
Ubruk, give me a deck save.
God.
Oh, wow. What's your strength at currently, Jonesy?
I have 18 points of strength. My modifier is 4.
Okay, Jesus Christ, Kruven was, wow, okay, you need to give me 4d4.
What? That's
Not you.
Okay, my unarmed strike isn't even that high.
Yeah, I'm going by your strength modifier.
Can I do unarmed strength and roll the attack accidentally?
No, and it wouldn't be your save, or your roll would be his.
Oh, okay. But I'm hitting him.
Yeah, but you can see him, so you're not gonna miss, you're just gonna go smack. Okay, I'll be nice, 2d4 please, Ubruk. You take 4 points of damage as Jonesy slaps you in your forehead.
That was the luckiest roll ever.
He's got 2 really bad deck saves in a row.
You hear mild chuckling through the blackness of the shadow, and a light apology, followed by me high-fiving Kruven.
And you guys can see each other, so you don't have to roll for it, and there's no damage. Crazy how that
Awesome.
happens.
I'm gonna start walking
That's
down the
my
hallway.
high five.
Okay.
You gotta make your own fun in a dungeon.
Yeah.
What
That's
does
true.
this hallway look like?
So you step through the hallway and you're turning to the left, right? The only direction you can go. Another 10 feet or so, and there's a door.
Is that like at the end of the hallway?
Yep. The sconce is
I'm
just
rolling
behind you,
perception to
and
see
yeah.
If anything is fucky. And
Oh, everything
great.
looks fine. Yeah, it's
Dude, everything looks hunky dory.
exactly.
Roll it up.
It's
I
fucking
love it.
clean in here. There's nothing. There's
I'm
no
gonna
like.
skip.
There's
I'm
no.
gonna
Yeah.
Skip down the hallway.
Fucking do it.
Life is good.
Right.
Is there a moderate amount of light in the room?
You're in a hallway or the room?
He's in the hallway with me.
You're in the
I walked
hallway.
in, yeah.
He's
Okay,
fine.
so you're in
You
the
just high
hallway.
fived, right?
Yeah. So basically, the way the hallway is set up is it's about 5 feet. It turns left and goes another 5 feet to a wall or to a door, and there's a
Can't
sconce
wait.
on the corner.
You
So
wanna be left
it's
behind.
very light,
Very
Okay.
lit.
very lit.
God damn it.
It's well lit.
Well, that's actually the right terminology. Asshole.
Well, technically, it'd be well lit, not yeah. But yeah, okay. It's well lit.
Well
Ginkgo,
light.
Ginkgo, you're on tile number 12. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk down to 9 and up to 17 and over
Okay.
to 20 and through the door.
Before he steps through
Okay.
that door, I'm going into the hallway.
Okay.
Give him a high five.
You step through the hallway, and looking back, the entire room goes completely black. Ginkgo, you are on tile number 24.
I'm gonna walk through.
Okay, you walk through and notice that the room behind you goes completely black. You are now in a hallway with Ubrick, and there's a sconce on the wall about 5 feet in front of you, and it looks like the hallway turns to the left.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell, "Hurry up, you slowpokes!"
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Kruben.
You guys hear that?
I'll follow Jonesy.
Okay.
I'll
You
continue
walk
following him.
You walk around the corner, and you see Kruven standing in front of a door.
I'm gonna jiggle the handle.
Okay, the door is locked.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it.
All right. Nicely done. So you fumble the tumblers, and the door, or the lock gets tripped.
Which way is it
and,
opening?
It's going to open inwards.
Okay, so as it does that, I'm just gonna unlock it. I'm not gonna open it.
Okay.
I'm gonna motion to Jonesy and say this door is locked. I just opened it. It's opening inwards. Get my right side.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that and prep my maul.
Okay.
Okay.
So
If
I'm gonna
anything's
get,
coming through this door the other way, it's gonna be sent back into the room.
so with my left hand, I'm gonna open the door. With my right hand, I have my short sword out, and I'm gonna like, as I peer, before it even gets 3 inches, I'm gonna like see if I see anything.
Okay.
And-
So from your standing, you're pushing the door. By the way, not pulling it. You're pushing it
Oh.
into the room. Into the room.
Oh, it goes in?
Into
Said
the
it
room.
Pulled out.
No,
Oh.
I said it goes into the room.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Either way. So I'm gonna
Either way.
push it in, and I'm gonna
Yep.
like look real quick as
Okay.
it like cracks. What do I see?
Give a perception roll. Nice roll. Okay, so inside this room, you see it's about 30 feet wide and probably 60 to 80 feet deep. There's no inclines. It doesn't have any steps or any elevation changes or anything. And there is 4 pillars. From where you're standing, there'd be one like right there, and then further back.
Square.
About 4 pillars. It looks like it's structural, holding up, but instead of meeting the ceiling, it just goes about 12 feet up. The ceiling's about 20 feet high, and on top of those pillars, you see like a statue, kind of grotesque kind of figure on a statue at the top of the pillars.
Would I perceive that to possibly be something that the warlock would worship?
It doesn't look like it's... Actually, give me a religion roll. You think statue Purdy.
statue party. All right, I love it. All right,
Yeah.
perfect. Cool. I'm gonna say all of that to Jonesy because he's right next to me. I'm gonna say 4
Statue
pillars.
pretty. What the fuck does that?
No, statue pretty is not what I'm telling you. I'm gonna say 4 pillars, square room, 30 by 30 is what you said.
No, it's about 30 feet wide, 50 to 60 deep.
Oh, okay.
Rectangular
So,
room.
30 to 50, 60 deep.
Okay,
And I can't
I'm
see
walking
anything
in.
else.
Sorry?
I
I'm
can't see
walking
anything
in.
else then.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Okay,
There's
so
there's
I'm
a
gonna
door
swing
at
the
the there's a door at the far side.
Alright,
but
I'm
yeah.
gonna swing the door open and let him walk in.
Okay, Jonesy, you're walking in. How far in you
Walking
going?
About 10 feet.
Okay. You walk about 10 feet. To your left, there's about 15 feet in the wall. To your right, 15 feet in the wall. So it's 30 feet wide. And about 10, 15 more feet in front of you, there's 2 pillars. One to your left, one to the right. About 30 feet behind that, there's 2 more pillars, left and right. At the top of these pillars, you see grotesque statues.
Anything distinct about the pillars other than the statues?
The pillars, they just look like they're kind of old and dusty. You think that maybe at some point they were used to like structurally hold up the ceiling, but
Do they
curiously,
fit the decade though?
what?
Do they fit the decade of the rest of the buildings above us?
No, it's all stone. Down, it's basically you're in like almost like a crypt
didn't
kind
mean-
of area.
So what I was asking is, does this look way older than the tavern that we were living in?
Give me a history roll.
Okay.
I do have a question.
There's a reasoning behind my.
We'll get to
my-
that. So with 15, yeah, it looks like it's maybe a couple hundred years old.
Okay, perfect. That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Going back to Jonesy's description, sorry. 10 to 15 feet, pillars
Okay.
with the grotesque statues. The pillars, curiously, are only about 12 feet tall. Ceiling's 20. So where you might think that they might have been load-bearing at some point, maybe somebody has carved the top stone of the pillars into grotesque statues.
And they're all different?
They all look very similar. They have a couple discernible differences. One of them has kind of like a beak on its face. Another one has kind of got like a big scar down its face. They don't look humanoid in nature, but so as far as you can tell, they're just kind of grotesque statues. Each one is kind of unique in a certain way, but that's it.
If I'm 6'8" and I've got long arms and a maul, I could swing that maul up and hit a statue. Yeah?
Well, it's on top of a 12-foot pillar. So
I can hit
you're...
the bottom of it.
How long is your maul? It would have to be...
200 maul.
It would have to be like 6 feet, and you'd just barely be able to hit like the foot, right?
I'm okay with just hitting the foot.
Yeah, okay.
If I get a good hit, I'm okay with hitting just the foot.
Sure.
I'm gonna swing and try and the left one to me. I'm looking forward into the room. There's 2
Okay.
pillars to the left, 2 pillars on the right. The first one on the left, I'm gonna just swing and try to hit its foot.
Okay, roll attack. Okay, so you kind of give it a swing. You're a little bit off balance because of your foot, and you go to swing, and you just narrowly kind of miss it a little bit, and you take a chunk out of the very top of the pillar on the corner. Or, well, it's a cylindrical, but you take a chunk out of it.
Okay. And then I eyeball the statue to see if it moved at all.
Okay, there was no movement. Ubrik, you wanted to ask something.
Yes. How well lit is the room?
It's pretty well lit. There's a couple different sconces along the wall every 10 feet. As well as a brazier in the very center.
What about lighting above, past the pillars, to where the statues are?
You can't see any lighting on the ceilings or anything of that nature. It doesn't look like on the statue that there's any kind of lighting. So any of the lighting that is there is coming from the sconces and from the brazier, casting the shadows of these statues onto the ceiling.
Can I grab one of the sconces off of the wall?
You can try.
Okay,
Give a strength check. Okay. Now give me a dex save. Okay. So you grab the sconce on the wall and you go to rip it off the wall, and you're pretty spry for a tiefling, and you manage to rip it off the wall, and then you realize that you didn't take the torch out first, so it's still really fucking hot, and there's a torch on fire in it, and you kind of just drop it, and it lands on the ground.
I would like to take that torch out.
You pick up the torch.
I would also like to throw that torch in the center of the 4 pillars towards the ceiling.
Okay. Give a random, or not random, give a dex check. Not save, but dex roll. 17. Okay, so you throw it right in the middle of all the pillars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so from where you're standing, you're just off to the side of the room, but you throw it and it goes past the first pillar, and it just goes by, and as it does, it kind of casts more shadows back towards the rest of the group, because of the light and how that works. And then it kind of comes down and lands right in the middle of the brazier. Hole in one. Well done.
Did I see anything else other than the shadows? Anything particular on the statues that would stand out?
No, nothing that you haven't noted already. The front left one being that it had a beak. The front front right one had like a little bit of a scar. You can't quite see the other two because you guys aren't that close. You guys are still about 30 feet back, and it's dim-ish light from where you guys are standing. But there was no movement or anything like that.
I would like to walk to the center of the room where the brazier is.
Okay. So you walk to the center of the room. I need to look at something.
That's scary.
Okay. Nothing happens. It's very, very hot where you're standing. You're standing right next to a brazier that's, like really engulfed in flames. And on top of that, just out of the... Give me a perception roll. Actually, everybody perception.
Where would I find that?
Skills.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Alright, so, Jonesy, you're a little bit preoccupied with the pain in your foot, and you're a little bit upset that you just missed that first statue. But everybody else, you noticed that when he stepped to the center of the brazier, all of the statues turned and looked at the center.
So while he's doing that, I'm gonna step not in the middle, because the pillars are like I can go along the wall in between the pillar. Yeah.
Yep.
There's space. Okay.
Yeah,
so
there's about 7 feet.
I'm gonna back to the wall and I'm gonna shimmy 40 feet or 20 feet forward because it's like 60 feet.
Yep.
Straight. I'm gonna go quarter of the way and see what happens.
Okay, so you shimmy along the wall, just past the first pillar, and you're about halfway between the first pillar and where the brazier would be if it was along the wall. That you're about there, and you notice no movement.
Okay, so I'm gonna just fucking run past the second pillar and then wait where the first pillar, wait where the second pillar would be. If that makes sense.
Yep, if it was along the wall. Are you still
Nothing.
like going right up along the wall, or
Yep,
are you like
shimmy,
okay?
Shimmy.
Okay. So you are scaling along the wall, and you are parallel now with the second set of pillars, and there is again no movement.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that with my arm real quick. Just like stick it out.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay, so I'm gonna just fucking run and dodge like 3 feet over to the side.
Towards like the door
The-
opposite of where you guys came in.
Further door.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing happens.
Alright, I'm gonna just keep shimmying all along to the door.
Okay.
All,
you walk.
all along the side.
Yep. And you walk up to the door.
I'm gonna try to unlock it. Or jiggle it, rather.
Interestingly enough, there doesn't seem to be a door handle.
Okay. So it just is a door?
Yes.
Is there a hole where it would be?
No.
So it's just a flat door.
It's flat.
Okay, so I'm gonna have my pinky out or my finger out, and I'm just gonna like barely nudge it to see if it moves at all.
Okay, give me a dex save.
Dex save.
Yep. Ooh, roll 1d8. You take 7 points of lightning damage as you get shocked from the door.
Okay, that hurts, guys.
They're
Walk
putting us
along-
through the paces.
Shimmy along the side of the wall. I don't trust those pillars, but this door is shocking.
Can I see the door from where I'm standing in the center?
Did
Yep.
anybody else see the shock?
Yeah, it's a very clear, like
Lightning
blue,
happened.
like as you put your. Have you guys ever had so much static electricity that when you go to touch something, you get about an inch away and you actually can see the bolt? That's what everybody sees, and it's like
I
a
just wanted to be visible.
yeah, it's
Okay, so as I
pretty
said, I
visible.
made-
Even
made
60
believe-
feet back, people
That's
are like,
all.
whoa.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just want. Yeah, as I say it, they see it and believe it.
Yep.
All right, cool. So as
How
that
far away
happens-
from the door is he?
He's standing right in front of the door.
Yeah, I'm right in front. I literally like barely touched it and it shocked the shit out of me. So from that, I'd say shimmy over and we'll deal with this.
I tell. Oh crap! I forgot his name.
Fine.
Yes,
Groovin.
Cruven. I tell Cruven to step back about 10 feet while shimmering along the wall,
I do so.
and I would like to throw a firebolt at it, or
Okay.
use a firebolt on the door.
Okay. Cantrip or level?
Cantrip.
Okay. Go ahead and cast the firebolt. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, roll 1d10. Nice. Okay, so your fireball comes, and just as it's about to hit the door, you can see this like lightning along the entire doorway kind of collapse into one spot and collide with the fireball, but the fireball still looks like it connects. And just as this is happening, roll initiative.
Fuck. With a door?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
with a
fuck
door.
this door up, bro. Just
Roll
to get it
initiative with the door,
over.
guys.
You can add my
I'm so
con
ready.
modifier a +2 to that.
Oh, Bob,
So
you are
that's a 9.
so ready.
That's a 9. Okay.
Right?
Where would I find
No, I'm
this?
serious. That's a 9.
Under initiative, you're gonna find it on
In
your
the
actual
middle?
character sheet in the middle.
Right above your hit points.
Oh,
Just click that. Yeah. Perfect.
And 2, 3, and 4.
What the fuck?
I need a new
Goddamn
sheet of
door.
paper. Yeah, it's totally a door. Okay, so initiative.
Makes that sound.
That, and then Jonesy,
Yo.
and then that, and then 17. Is that the next highest? Yep. And that'll be Ubrick. And then next lowest. Is it really a 10? Oh, it's a 11. And that's Ginkgo. And then that. And then lastly, ye old Cruven over there.
I got a 9.
Yeah, it's not great for you.
I
Okay,
know.
so we're gonna do things a little bit differently here. Because you had a perfect initiative roll, you're gonna get to react to what is happening here, Jonesy. They would normally get a surprise attack on you, but because you reacted perfectly to it, I'm going to go ahead and give you a reactionary roll. So what happens is, as you're standing at the base of Pillar 1 to your left, and Cruven is way down there, and Ubrick is right in the center, having just thrown the fireball at the door. Ginkgo, you're still back at the door where you guys walked in. The figures on top of these pillars all have kind of shook, and you see a bunch of like stone fall from the pillars and rain down from the top of the pillars, and all 4 gargoyles have now come to life and have landed down right in front of each of their pillars. And Jonesy, you're going to have an attack of opportunity here to hit the closest one to you, gargoyle number 1. So you have an action. Go ahead.
Fire them all, but 2 swings because I have extra attack.
Sure.
Do you mind? That would just be like
Yeah,
going
it's
at it.
it's a reaction attack. You can do that. Okay, so first one hits and second one hits. Roll damage on both.
Sweet.
13 plus 8 is 21
13
plus 4 is
13 plus
25.
12. Yep, 25.
I need a calculator. Please hold.
Your call is very important to us.
Okay. Okay. You are still going to get to you're still going to get to attack, but I gave your attack at the front of this round because of your perfect initiative roll, so that's where it'll be taken. Your next attack will be taken in your initiative priority. Okay, so Gargoyle 1 is going to attack you back, and this would normally be a surprise attack, but since, you're rolled so fucking well, it's going to attack you, and it's going to slash at you with its claw, and it's going to try and bite you immediately afterwards. So it is one of them. What's your AC?
Not that much. Go ahead and hit me.
Alright. And that's your damage.
Nice.
That was his claw, and then he's going to try and bite you. Does that hit?
That does not hit.
Cool. So he thrashes at you with the one claw, and then he goes to follow up with a bite, but you kind of staggered back after the claw, and he just narrowly missed. Gargoyle number 2 has landed on pillar number 2. If you were to name them, 1 was front left, 2 is front right, 3 would be back right, 4 would be back left.
So you went in a
So it
circle with
looks like this, yes. So
Okay,
this
yeah.
is Jonesy nearest, yeah.
Okay.
Very much a circle. Okay, counterclockwise circle, to be specific. Okay, so number 2 is going to... It's going to try and attack Jonesy. So he's going to run over and he's going to try and slash you with his claws, and then again he's going to try and bite you. That's a miss, and then the bite. Is that a hit?
That's a hit.
Okay. I should also have mentioned the slash was piercing damage, so apply any resistances for that. The bite is... piercing... Sorry, no. Claws is slashing. Bite is piercing. This bite's going to hit you, and it does 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And next up is Jonesy. You got the reaction attack, so your next attack, like I said, is on the next round. Gargoyle number 3 is closest to... Oh, our newbie. Ubrick, you're going to get attacked here by a gargoyle. It jumps down, and it's going to try and swipe you. 8. What's your AC?
11.
Nice, so it misses, and now it's going to try and bite you. And that one will hit. And you will take 6 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. Now it is Ubrick's turn. There is a gargoyle directly in front of you, and then there's another gargoyle at the bottom of platform number 4. There is 2 over behind you, next to Jonesy, near pillar number 1. What would you like to do?
I would like to turn around and run towards Jonesy.
Okay, so he is about 15 feet back. You have 30 feet of movement, roughly. So you can run to him, or you can run 15 feet past him. How far would you like to go?
17 feet, so 2 feet behind him.
Okay. You are 2 feet behind him. That's your movement. Do you want to do any attacks or any bonus actions as well? Because you can move, attack, and bonus action in one turn.
I would like to use Magic Missile
Okay.
on the gargoyle that is in front of Jonesy.
The one that attacked, that he attacked, or the one that had attacked him secondly?
The one that he attacked.
Okay, gargoyle number 1 for reference. Okay, so go ahead and cast your spell, and make sure you let me know what level of magic missile you're casting.
I'm casting level 2.
Cool. So you can roll a 1d4 plus 1 4 times. So just type /roll 1d4 and then like copy it and paste it 4 times. Alright, so 2, 3 is 5.
Isn't it
wait,
plus
that's,
1?
that's not
each
plus
of them?
1. Okay, you remember to put +1 at the end of your roll,
You
but
didn't
that's
tell
fine.
him to
Oh.
press 1.
Yeah, I said roll 1d4 plus 1.
Nope, you didn't.
No, you
said
didn't.
1d4.
I swear I said it. Alright, it's
Nope,
fine.
you didn't.
Fine, whatever.
Mhm.
Do one more roll and we'll add 1 to each one. It's fine. Okay, so 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 3 is 10, plus 3 is 13. You do 13 points of damage to gargoyle number 1. Each missile hits him and he kind of like staggers back a little bit with each one. Just a matter of inches, but they do hit and they hit flush. Ginkgo, you're up. Oh wait, do you have any, do you want to make a bonus action?
I do not.
Okay. You also have 13 feet of movement. If you want to use it, you can use up to 30, generally. If you're all good, then we'll just move
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
Ginkgo, you're up.
I'm gonna bonus action Magic Stone and then
Okay.
throw at Gargoyle 1.
Okay. Nice. It hits. Roll your damage. Nice. Any movement?
No, staying there.
Okay. Gargoyle number 4's turn. There is 3 people within its range of movement, and he's going for Kruven. He runs over to Kruven, and he's going to try and swipe with his claws and then attack with his bitiness. Oh wow, he crits you with his claws. And I'm assuming the bite misses with a 6?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
1d8.
I'm not that much of a bitch.
So just his claw attack is gonna... Wow. He crits and then
What
rolls
the
a 1 on
fuck?
damage.
What
He does 6
a
points of
bitch.
damage.
Okay. Cool.
Crits are
Wait,
doubled, so it's 6. Yes, crits are doubled. So you take 6 points of slashing
I'm not
damage.
bleeding or anything. Alright.
No, you're not going to be considered bloodied or anything until
Good.
you're like really low or whatever.
Asshole.
I would also let you know if there is any status ailments that come with being attacked by a gargoyle, but
I
you're
don't
lucky.
know. Are they stoned? Do I get infected?
They are not basilisks, nor are they naga. You're good.
Alright, good. What is he doing? Is he hitting me and then leaving, or what? Is he just
No,
hitting me
he's
and
gonna
standing in front of me?
yeah, he's standing right in front of
Oh,
you. So he
standing on the ground.
yeah, he
Cool.
slashes at you and that hits and he does
Fuck
the six
him.
6 damage and then he
Yeah.
goes to bite you and you're just like, "Nah, bitch," and you dodge out of the
Spit
way.
on his face. Yeah,
Okay, you spit on his face.
perfect.
Cool. It's your turn.
Good. Well, that just totally fucked up my plan. This isn't the same one that we were all focusing before, right?
No, this is
No?
gargoyle number 4.
Okay, so number 1 is what we were hitting, correct?
Yep.
I was looking for everybody else, but alright, cool. Thanks, Jay.
You're welcome.
So, how far is Gargoyle number 1 from where I am right now? Like, is he pinpointing me in a corner? Because I didn't really specify how far I walked away, so...
Yeah,
I said 10
I'm
feet.
yeah, I'm
Am I
assuming
in
you're
the
about
corner?
10 feet. So you're not quite in the corner, you're about 5 feet away from the corner.
Oh, on a wall.
Uh,
I
five
didn't wanna
five
be
feet
Literally
yeah.
cornered.
No. Basically, the room from the door goes 15 feet to the wall. You're about 10 feet over. So you are
Oh,
against the wall, but
little bit
you do
far.
have 5 feet until the corner.
Okay, how far is gargoyle number 1?
Gargoyle number 1 is almost completely across the room. He's about 45 feet.
45.
Yeah.
Fuck. How far is my bonus? How's my dash does that? I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. That's like subjective.
Kind of.
Okay, so how far does my dash go for you? Not that far though, right?
Well, you get you get roughly 30 feet for your just basic movement. Dash doubles it, so you can move up to 60.
Oh, so okay. So that's kind of what I was asking. I want to move up to that, and as I'm doing that, I have my dagger in my offhand. I have
Okay.
4 of them, so I'm gonna throw one at him
Okay.
as I'm running, and then I'm gonna have my short sword out to slash.
As you go to melee or leave melee range, the gargoyle is going to take an attack of opportunity against you.
That's fine.
That hits.
Yeah.
You take 4 points of slashing damage as he claws you. He's not going to try and bite you as well. He just swipes at you as you run out. And yeah, you run. And what were you doing with your daggers?
So I'm gonna throw one as I'm running
Okay.
at gargoyle number 1.
Okay. You're gonna have disadvantage if you try and throw while you're running. Do you want to just run up to him and then stab him?
Yeah, I can just do both.
Okay.
Then I'll just do that.
Yeah, because it's 60 feet of movement, and they're roughly,
Okay.
like I had said, like
Then
45 feet
if
away.
I can do all of that, then I'd rather. So
Yeah.
I'll run up to him, and then I'll slash with short sword, dagger, offhand, man.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attacks. Miss and miss. So you run up right behind gargoyle number 1, and you just go to slash and slash, but I guess he's engaged currently with Jonesy, and he's kind of like nimbly.
If I'm behind him, I don't get advantage.
I'll give you advantage on your second attack, so you can go ahead and roll damage on
My
the dagger.
backstab.
Yeah, with your dagger you can roll damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Also roll sneak attack.
There you go.
'Cause he
What's
did
up?
not see it coming.
Fighting for?
You're level 6, so your sneak attack is more than once.
Oh, ooh. How many times do I do it then?
Let me check. Pretty sure it's 3
Oh,
times.
that's right. We were talking about that, huh?
Yeah.
That was something that that was at the very end.
Sneak attack is... at 6th level, you get 3d6 sneak attack. So 3d6s.
And that was 1, right?
Yep.
Oh no, that was a 3d6.
Was it?
That was it. Yeah, it was just.
Oh,
fucking
wow.
terrible.
Okay,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
just a
critical
bad
one.
roll. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Alright, so 15 damage. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so you go to, wildly thrash with your short sword, but you're just out of breath having run so far, and, you're like, okay, and you calm yourself down and stab it right in the flank. And you give, 15 points of piercing damage to him. And,
What's my surroundings before my turn ends?
Gargoyle number 1 is right in front of you. Gargoyle number 2 is just off to your left. So, if from Jonesy's perspective, Gargoyle number 1 is in front of him, and Gargoyle number 2 is just off to his right. So you've got one in front of you, one to the left.
Okay. Is the one on the left in my? Are we in combat range?
Yeah, you're within attacking range.
So if I shimmy to the side, would I get opportunity struck?
He's
my
not. He's
bonus attack to get
well.
out of the way.
Neither of them are facing you. So if you wanted to move, they wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to attack of opportunity.
Okay.
You have to be in front
so
of
yeah,
them.
that's okay. Perfect. So my bonus action, I'm gonna move out of the way so the one can't attack me, but I can only attack the one. And that's where I
Okay, well, since you had dashed, that was your bonus action, but you still do have movement left over.
Oh, okay.
So
I see what
you're
you're
moving to the right of number
Yeah.
1, so that number 2 can't
to get
melee.
out of the way. Yeah,
Okay, cool,
Perfect.
excellent. And then after that is Gargoyle number 1's turn, and he's got 3 targets within range. He's attacking Jonesy.
Damn it.
Miss on the claws. Miss on the bite.
Yep.
Nice. Gargoyle number 2 is going
gotta-
to...
Got a higher AC than that if I'm naked.
Right? Gargoyle
Which
number...
I am.
Gargoyle number
I never
2.
got dressed today.
You're right, you didn't.
Been naked
Wow.
this entire time.
What is your naked AC?
Naked AC is 14.
Why do I
Damn.
know that? I don't know.
Yeah, why do you know that? Number 3 is Cruven, unfortunately. So Gargoyle number 2 is going to attack Cruven. So the swipe is going to hit, but the bite is not. And Cruven is going to take 5 points. I'll tell him when he gets back. Slashing. Okay, Jonesy. You are
Gonna
up,
cave
sir.
this motherfucker's head. Fly into a rage. A barbarian's rage. And then I'm going to do my fireball. And
Okay.
then my fireball.
Real quick, one note. This will be the second to last time I ever bring it up. Gargoyle number 2, in order to attack Cruven, had to walk out of your melee attack range. You could have taken an attack of opportunity against him.
I did not know that he was within my melee attack range.
Number 1 is in front of you to your left. Number 2 is in front of you to your right, because they both just hit you last turn. When I was explaining that to Cruven, I said 1 was to his right and 2 is to his left, and it's reversed for you.
Okay.
So, just as a note, it's a new mechanic that we introduced just in the middle of the campaign, so. Cruven, you take 5 points of slashing damage. Gargoyle number 2 attacked you. That's all. He just hit you with his claws, that's it. So... Jonesy's
He didn't leave or
attack...
anything, right?
What's that?
He didn't leave my combat range, did he?
Gargoyle number 2 walked over and he's like right in front of you. He's the one that slashed
Oh,
you.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Came over and hit me.
So
That's
so
all
they're
I care
both
about.
right there now.
It's fine.
And Jonesy's attacks on gargoyles. The first one hits, the second one does not. Roll damage on the first one. And
Ah.
you're attacking number 1 or 2?
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay. And that is...
I'm
'Kay.
bloodied, my friends.
Oof. Okay, gargoyle number 3's turn.
Hold up.
Oh,
I
sorry.
would like to scream and to pull aggro at gargoyle number 2, so that I'm got them close to me both. Because
You were in a rage, right?
What?
You're in a rage, right?
Yeah.
So your second attack does hit. Roll damage for that too.
Oh, sweet.
Sorry, I forgot. So your attack would have been a 17, right? So it's...
It's +2 to the damage roll, not to this actual.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, I won't.
'Kay.
I won't take it.
You're good.
Let's try. Trying to help me win. No, I want to roll intimidation to pull aggro for 1 and 2.
Okay. What are you doing? What are you gonna yell?
I'm raging. I don't have any kind of literacy right now, so
Okay.
that's just screaming.
Roll intimidation.
Stone is stupid.
Yeah, they don't care.
Uh,
They've heard it all before. They went to high school.
So
Uh,
don't ever.
Right.
They didn't go to Canadian high school.
Right. Okay, number 3 is going to... He's going to run over and try and hit the wizard. That's the claw attack. Does that hit?
Yep.
Here's the bite attack. That miss, right?
Yep.
Okay. So the claw attack, you take 4 points of slashing damage. Cruven, did I already tell you take 5 of slashing? I think
already
it, yeah, I
took
did.
it off.
Okay.
That's why
Good.
I said I'm bloodied.
Yeah, right.
To my friends.
I just
Not
had that.
you.
I had
my
that.
friends right now.
I had that note. I had to scratch it off. All right. Sorry. Yeah. What are you? What's wrong? What's the wave? You're at 0.
Yep.
Okay. You are knocked unconscious. You are in
Okay.
death saves. So each turn you'll have to roll a death save, and if you pass, you get 1, and if you fail, you get 1. Whichever one gets to 3 first determines whether you live or die.
Oh, boy.
Alternatively, somebody can use magic on you to heal you up, or pour a healing potion down your throat to heal you up.
Which none of us have, but Ginkgo can help you.
It's your turn. Time for a saving throw. So what you'll do is you will click on death saves right next to your hit die. Just click on the word death saves. That's a pass.
Oh.
You have one success. So just check the little success box. You have one. Ginkgo, you're up.
I'm gonna go use. I'm gonna run up and use Cure Wounds on Bob, since he's
Okay.
still.
Thanks, bro.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that cured lots of wounds. I only have like a couple scratches on my elbows and like a big patch out of my side, but you know, it's not that bad. We're doing better.
Right. You're good. Any bonus actions or anything for Ginkgo?
Where are you at? Cause I don't want you to get hit by this guy. So just shimmy behind me. You know what I mean?
I was already behind you. I was at the
Oh,
line.
alright, cool. So you're in the corner then.
That is the current battle map. I know it looks like shit. I'm sorry. Right there is Jonesy. There's Gargoyle 1. There is Kruven. Gargoyle 2. Gargoyle 3 is right here with a dead Ubrook. This is Ginkgo back by the door. I'll draw
I
a...
didn't get in range to.
Oh, so you were close. You
Oh,
were
yeah,
away.
yeah. Healing touch is a melee, right? So you had to run over
Gotcha.
to him?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay,
So
so I'll
he's
put
behind me.
Yep.
So he's not within range of the one right in front of me.
So now that's
Yeah, yeah.
Kruven, that's Ginkgo, that's a Gargoyle, Gargoyle
Yep.
Jonesy, Gargoyle, dead
Perfect.
Ubrook.
Yeah,
Gargoyle
that's how I
number
wanted
4 is way over here.
it. Okay.
Alright. Speaking of Gargoyle number 4, if you have no other actions this turn?
Yeah, I'll bonus action Shalila on my quarterstaff.
Sure.
Get that motherfucker ready.
That just makes it so you're ready for an attack, right? You don't roll
Yep.
damage or anything right now? Cool.
Nope.
Gargoyle
it's
number
just
4 is going to run closer to the battle, but he only has 30 movement, so he doesn't even get to attack this turn. He's just closer. Kruven. You're up.
While that's happening, Ubrook, you might want to shoot at Gargoyle number 4 while he runs his dumbass over. Might be a thought.
He doesn't understand
down.
you because he's completely passed out on the ground trying to save himself
Oh.
from death.
God damn. That's right. Okay. Never mind. Alright, so Gargoyle number 1 is in front of me?
Gargoyle number 2 is in front of you. Behind him is Gargoyle number 1, who is facing Jonesy.
Okay.
To Jonesy's back right flank is Gargoyle number
He didn't-
3, standing over the
Jonesy
lifeless
didn't
corpse of Ubrook.
taunt number 2, right?
He was not able to taunt either. They both were
Oh.
like, ha!
They
okay,
went
gotcha,
to Stone Gargoyle High School.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. They're part of the Mean Girls Club.
Right.
Okay, so in that case, dagger and short sword in hand, I'm just gonna attack the one in front of me.
Sure. Hit and hit. Roll damage. So Gargoyle number 2 is going to take 15 points of damage.
And within that, I'm gonna bonus action. Do you want me to get out of your way so you can club him in the face, Ginkgo? Cause then you don't gotta move, you just gotta club him in the face. I can
Yeah,
shimmy
but you
over to
don't
the
wanna-
side.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Alright, I'm gonna shimmy over to the side, closer to the wall, not from the other guy. If that makes sense.
Ginkgo's behind you, closer to the wall. So
Okay,
you,
I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna like move over to the side so he can step forward and club him then.
okay, so you're like strafing left or right?
I think left is towards the wall.
Well, here's the thing. This is the wall. You are right there. He is right there. The gargoyle is right in front of you.
Oh.
You can either go
Then
this way or
I'm
this
just
way.
gonna step to the right.
Okay.
Then, and then he has free reign.
Yep. Okay. And you're staying in melee range of this guy, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. He doesn't get an
Yeah,
attack of
I'm literally
opportunity
just getting out of the sight range of.
then. Sure. Gargoyle 1's turn. He has only one person within range that he's going to try to attack. And
Good
it's
luck.
claws and bite. Miss and miss?
He meet me on the first one.
Okay, it's a miss.
Does the tie go to the runner?
I'm giving a tie to you guys on this particular case. So he
I was
misses
gonna
with
say.
both of his attacks. Gargoyle number 2 is going to try and slash Cruven back and then try to bite him. Miss and
Okay.
miss.
Oh yeah, he does.
Wow, they are rolling like shit. I also I need to do one of these.
I like it. Do it.
Okay, 11.
Oh.
So when the gargoyle number 2 went to go slash you, he like misjudged his distance and he kind of stumbled forward a little bit, and he is considered prone.
Wait, which one? What
Gargoyle number 2, the one you were attacking. He is now prone. All right, Jonesy.
All right. Number 1
Okay.
is still alive.
Yes, sir.
Going to try and change that.
That hits. Roll damage. You shouldn't roll your second attack till you find out whether he's dead or not.
Oh.
I won't consider that second attack. We're going to pretend it never happened. Just roll damage on the first one.
What a nice guy.
10 damage.
10 damage. Barely. Okay, so he's still alive. Roll damage on the second one. Okay,
Murdered.
you took him from 1 health to 0 on that second swing. We're gonna do something different here now. Whenever you guys get killing blows, you get to describe how you killed it. So Derek, how did you kill Gargoyle number 1?
I'm a big fan of just bringing the hammer straight down on the top of something's head. So that's what I went. Clean. Whack.
No gratuitous violence. You just hit it in the top of the head and it fell over.
No, I'm gonna crush its head.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with crushing its head.
Okay. Feel
It's
free to
still
give as
just a
little
stone
or as
thing,
much
but
detail as you
I
want.
don't hate it enough to go into great detail.
It's
Leave
not
the jaw
stone.
shanks for
It's
me.
it's not stone currently. When it's in stone form, it's stone. When it's not, it's flesh.
Oh,
It's a gargoyle.
right.
Not Gargoyles, the TV show Gargoyle, D&D Gargoyle.
In that
It's a good
case,
show.
same answer. I
Okay.
don't hate it enough. I just wanted to kill it.
Okay. So yeah, you do that. You bring down the mole and his head just fucking crack. Blech. It is dead. Gargoyle number 1 has ceased to exist. Any movement or bonus action?
I'm gonna square myself up because I'm behind number 3.
How long does your... Yes, you are behind it. It is to your back right flank. It had just killed Ubruk. So it's looking away from you.
Okay, good.
And
That's-
how long does
that's-
rage last?
Rage lasts 1 minute. Usually
Okay.
someone's turn is 8 seconds, so you can math that out if you want. I looked it up the last time you asked me.
Okay. So there's 8 combatants in this battle. 8 is 64, so 1 minute per round.
Okay. I will use my bonus action then to maintain the rage.
Okay. Cool.
down to-
Gargoyle number 3's turn. It has only one person within range to attack, and it's going to turn around and try to attack Jonesy. There's the slash, it's a miss, and the bite is a success, but let's find out what happens from that miss slash attack. Oh, wow, that's bad. So the bite is completely negated, because he tried to slash you, and he tripped forward and fell down, and is going to take 2 points of falling damage.
He's prone.
He is prone.
It gives me advantage on my attack, does it not? Next round.
It does. It does.
Yeah, that's gonna be
I think he just got a D&D boner.
Yep.
A little bit.
Ubruk,
bit.
death
Okay.
save. Death
Me
save
too.
number 2, sir.
Just
I've been
naked,
holding mine
swinging
off.
mine around.
That's a fail, sir. You are 1 and 1.
Yep.
Ginkgo, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna smack the prone gargoyle in front of me.
Gargoyle number 2. Have at it. Nice. Roll damage. Any modifiers to that, or is that that?
Anything
That
that's on
looks
the
like
ground?
it.
Okay.
Think-
Any bonus action or movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up behind Kurvin. Like, not directly behind, but
Just off his shoulder or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. How far back?
just inside melee range.
Okay. You're good then. Gargoyle number 4's turn. It has just enough movement speed to get to any one of you 3, and he is going to try to get to Kruvin. So he runs over to Kruvin and he's going to try and slash you. Misses.
No.
Bite.
No.
Misses. Gargoyle number 4 is now to your right. If you were standing directly in front, Gargoyle number 2
I don't care
is
about him yet.
left, and Gargoyle number 4 is to your right.
I'll get him on that.
Alright. Jonesy, from your perspective where you're at, Gargoyle number 3 is directly in front of you. Directly behind you is Gargoyle number 4.
All right, I can live with that.
Okay.
Uh,
Kruvin's turn.
Okay.
Is he
Sorry.
still on the ground?
Gargoyle number 2, he's, yeah, until his turn, he's considered prone.
Oh, 2. Okay, good. How bloody is he? After that hit, he got hit in the face pretty bad. Yeah? Or no?
For 9 damage.
Well, yeah. How is he doing?
They have a lot of health. He's
That's
fine.
what I'm asking.
He's shrugging it off.
Okay.
He was
Good.
like,
So,
ow,
I'm gonna
I
use
had
both
worse at high
my-
school.
My dagger and short sword, main hand
Okay.
offhand, and I'm gonna drive it down right on his fucking skull. Let's see
Okay.
what happens.
You have advantage on both attacks.
I know I do. It's gonna be great.
Have at it.
Except it's not.
Yeah. The short sword attack misses. The dagger is going to hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Do I get
and
sneak
roll-
on that?
Yes, you do.
Oh, cool. There you go.
Nice. Yeah, so you just come down with both weapons. Your sword, ting, hits the ground because you misjudged the distance, and the dagger goes right in the middle of its back. Gargoyle number 1 is dead, so it doesn't get a turn. Funny how that
Number
works.
2?
Gargoyle number 2 is going to try to get up. And it stumbles. It's still prone. Jonesy, your turn.
Sweet. Gonna try and kill 3 because he's on the ground in front of me, which means I have advantage on my fire maul, and I'm gonna try and crush him.
Yep.
With 1 attack first.
I'll tell you that there's no way you're one-hitting this. You can roll 2 if you want. Hit
That
and
sounds
hit.
like a challenge. So
Roll damage. Oh fuck! Maybe you could if you one hit it. No, I'm
Woo,
kidding.
baby.
You wouldn't have. So
God damn it.
24 and 21.
Yeah, that is correct.
That's 43.
Yes.
That's a lot of fucking damage.
I'm a
Impressive,
rage.
sir.
I'm a barbarian. Did I murder him? Do I get to call it?
You don't. Any movement or bonus action?
I'm gonna turn to the left so that I can see both the number 4 behind me and number 3 on the ground.
That will
So
consider you flanked, because there'll be 1 to your left and 1 to your right.
I'm in between them, pincered, not flanked.
Oh, fair enough.
Because I got this. I got this.
Okay,
I'm
Aren't
happy
they
with that.
both? Aren't they
we can
both
do that
prone?
then. Number 2 is prone.
So 1 is prone? I think he's fine then.
Three is
Oh wait,
prone,
3
2
is prone as well. Yeah. Gargoyle
Yeah.
number 3. We're about to find out if he's prone or not. So yeah, okay. You turn so that left is to number 2, right is number 3. Sorry, left is number 4. Just past him is number 2.
Gotcha. Okay, I can live with that.
So it's almost like a line. 2, 4, you, 3. and then the other two are kind of off-centered from that line. Ubruk's in your line, just at the end. He's like,
I'm gonna go for an intimidate with my bonus action. Can I do that?
I'll allow it.
Turn to number 4 and say, "Fuck you."
Okay, roll intimidation.
I'm coming down off my range.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
He heard
Alright,
worse at high
let's see
school.
Number 3 comes for you.
Number 3, does he break free?
Was that?
Gargoyle number 3 is still prone.
Okay.
And takes 9 points of falling damage.
That was one clumsy gargoyle.
Yeah, I mean, he's been asleep for a long time.
Fucking bash his face on a rock or something.
Ubruk, death save. Pass. That's 2 successes, 1 failure for those that are not keeping score. Ginkgo, your turn.
We are.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna hit number 2 again.
Have at it. Nice crit. Roll damage. Wow, that's fucked up. Okay, so it's not factoring your crit damage because
No,
it says 1d8 plus 4 plus 2, and the 1d8
That's
was a
the
2.
normal one.
Yeah, the 1d8 was a plus 2, so... Oh, no, it is. The plus 2 is your crit damage, the second 1d8.
Yeah.
So it is 8 plus 2, 10 damage. It would have been 8, but your attack roll was a 2, so it's doubled, which is 4, and then your modifiers. Okay, cool. And you said that was on Gargoyle number 2.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, you give it a mighty thwack. Any bonus action or movement?
No.
Cool. Gargoyle number 4. He's got 3 people within range. He's gonna go after Jonesy. Probably what Jonesy wanted, but miss, and the bite hits. 1d8 plus 2. You take 3 points of piercing damage.
I can handle that.
You fell out of rage, or are you still in rage?
This if I get attacked next turn, I'll still take half damage, but by the time my next turn comes around, I won't be able to use the advantage on the attack.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Not really.
I think. It's gonna time out before I get to use it again.
Right.
3.
Okay, so that was Gargoyle number 4. When it's Gargoyle's number 2's turn, that's the guy right before you, your rage will fall off. So then you'll have to repop it, unless you would have repopped it on previous turn. If you have any left, I don't know if you do.
Nah, don't need to repop it.
Okay. Yeah, so that did that to you. That was Gargoyle number 4. Kruven, your turn.
I'm gonna just fucking shank the guy in front of me. He's still on the ground.
Yep. Gargoyle number 2. You have advantage on both attacks. Have at it. Nice crit, and a 27. Cool, roll damage.
Short sword,
Nice.
dagger, sneak.
So, yep. So, 18 plus 15. It's 33. Nice. Nice damage. So you just come crashing down with both weapons, and the gargoyle's like, ah! And you know
I didn't kill him?
you're fucking it up pretty good, but no, he's still kicking.
How
Speaking
bad?
of, you see lots of wounds and a lot of blood.
Blood on the. Okay.
It's flesh when it's not in gargoyle form or stone form.
That's I remembered it halfway in my.
He trips.
Can I laugh at him?
Yeah, you can actually laugh at him, because what happened was he tried to stand up and he put all his weight onto one of his feet that stepped in the pool of blood underneath him, and he tripped and fell face first, smashing his face into the ground, killing him.
Perfect.
He just
Laughing point.
He just died from falling damage.
Alright, any of his friends, I'm gonna laugh and point at that one, and I'm gonna look around at any of the surviving ones and be like, this is gonna be you!
Roll intimidation.
Good.
He's so much more intimidating than I am.
They both take note of what you said.
Alright,
Okay. That was Gargoyle number 2. He's dead. Jonesy, you are out of rage. It is your turn.
Yep. Is number 4 still to my left? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna attack with my fireball.
Have at it. Miss and critical miss. Oof. Second one is miss. Roll a d100 for the first miss. Okay, not bad. So you come with your maul and you come crashing down, and you didn't notice that you had put your good foot, your left foot forward to, for the strike. You put all your weight into it. I need a 1d8 and a 1d2. Actually, no. In fact, let's do this differently. Sorry, not the 1d8. Roll damage on the failed, on the critical failed damage fire maul. Okay, cut that in half. That's your damage. You take 8 points of damage. Now, roll a 1d2. If it's a 1, you did not catch fire. If it's a 2, you caught fire.
fucking evil!
Oh. Slash roll.
Yep. Space 1d2.
Oh, space. Got it.
You caught fire.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Who has water?
You will.
Wait,
you
wait,
will,
wait.
What?
caught
naked.
fire?
Your foot.
I'm naked. I do have my boots on. I always have my boots on.
It would have been your skin otherwise. Then you
Yeah,
hit your
I have
foot with the
boots.
fire maul, and it sparked and caught your foot on fire.
Because I got those boots from the very beginning, where you didn't explain what they did. They were just really high. I think they were like knee-high boots.
That was from the castle, right?
Yeah.
And you guys haven't identified.
God.
Yeah.
You guys haven't identified the magical effect on it right yet.
No, I'm
Okay.
just naked in knee-high boots.
We haven't done any of them.
Okay. They are on fire.
Shit.
And it's you get movement or a bonus action. What do you want to do?
Is there any liquids on the floor in my immediate vicinity? Wait. No, there's the guts of number 3 to my right.
I was gonna say there's
I'm walking over.
Well,
to
hold on.
number 3.
Number 3 is to your right, and it's still alive. There is a pool of a little bit of blood to the ground.
I thought
Number
he was
1,
dead.
1 and 2 are dead. 1 and 2 are dead. 1 was to your left. It's dead. It's in melee range as well.
Can I like prep one of the bodies to like?
If you wait until your turn, yes.
Is number 4 facing me?
Number 4 was the one that had just attacked Kruven, so no, it's facing away from you.
Okay, could I safely get away and go to the corpse of number 2? Or
Number
one.
one is still within melee range, so you'd be able to do that. If you tried to
I'm gonna
move
go-
past
go do
it,
that
number
and
3 would
wipe-
attack of opportunity on you.
I'm gonna wipe the fire off on 1 with the
Okay.
squishy dead
Uh,
body of 1.
Give me a d20. Roll twice. You'll have advantage. It's a good thing you had advantage. 17. You managed to brush the fire out on the guts of the first gargoyle.
Okay. I'm gonna turn back around. So now I'm like 5 feet away, I guess, from
Yep.
3 and 4.
No, you're in between them. You're right in between them. You haven't.
Oh,
You
okay.
didn't move. You just kind of like bent over and rubbed your foot in number 1. You didn't actually move. If you do move, number 3 will have attack of opportunity on you
Gotcha.
because it's still facing you and it's like right here. So. Yeah.
good.
Cool. Gargoyle number 3's turn. It's gonna try and attack you because it just saw what you did and it is not happy about that, and it
He's still-
misses. And it
He's
misses
prone.
again.
He's still
Oh
prone.
yeah,
isn't he?
oh yeah, you're right. You're right. He is prone. Okay, he gets up, does those attacks, misses on the first one, and the second one's a critical fail. We'll see what happens. Oh, 83. That's
Don't kill yourself, bud.
He falls forward onto his face, and then he tries to get up a second time and slips again and falls on his face, taking a total of 6 damage.
I would like to laugh at him.
It's not your turn. Ubrick, death saves. That's a fail.
Is he
Wow.
at 2 successes and 2 fails?
2
Two
success,
fail.
2 fails.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, let's help him.
I don't have
Guys,
the ability to help him. Or else
fucking
he's gonna have to
savage
re-roll on the
group.
First day.
Right?
Savage.
Well, I don't know why he's level 4. Just saying.
Because otherwise he would have been
'cause you
murdered
jump
by
in
a
at level
trap.
4.
Yeah, he jumps in 2 levels behind you guys. Otherwise the first trap would have killed him.
Is that
Because
how
he
it
took...
is?
Yeah.
I feel like level 5 would have been like just a little better.
Yeah, it also would have been unfair to you guys who have been playing for 16 weeks. And he gets to hop in only 1
Sure.
level behind you.
But if he doesn't die and I don't have to pick his ass up, that's a little better.
Well, it may not be your call because it's Ginkgo's turn.
I'm gonna go help him with
Yeah, I would.
medicine.
Yeah, help his ass out.
Okay,
I'm
so
clapping.
you're gonna walk over to him and cast a spell on him, or?
I'm gonna assist with his saving throws.
Oh, okay.
Another thing, yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
thing. So he'll have advantage on his next saving throws, which means you click it twice and take the best roll. Okay.
Ooh,
This could end up really good for you still, or really bad.
hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Any other actions, Ginkgo? Bonus action or movement? Wait, you just moved to get over there.
No, that's it.
Number 4 had just attacked Cruven. He was looking in your direction. He's going to get an attack of opportunity. And miss?
Yeah.
Okay, so he misses you. You continue to walk past him. You're good. It's his turn now. What a coincidence. He is going to turn towards... oh, he's still facing Cruven, and he's going to try and
Yeah.
attack... He's going to try and attack Cruven, having just said that mean shit about his friend that died.
Good. Fuck
Misses
off.
with the claws
Yeah.
and
Nah.
hits with the...
I actually take half damage. 'cause
Biting.
I'm looking at him. I keep forgetting to say that.
Okay. Then you're going to take 5.
Okay.
And that
What's
is...
that? Yeah.
That's piercing damage.
Does that change anything?
What's that?
Like,
All the previous damage you took?
no. I know that I'm not changing that. I'm saying,
Right.
does his piercing, does that affect anything?
Maybe not for you. I tell you the damage types because, for example, tieflings take half damage from fire,
Okay. Good.
and depending on what
That's fine.
armor type you're wearing, you may take less from piercing or slashing or electrocution or whatever.
Yeah, I fucked up this whole episode.
That's all good.
I actually did too. My toe wouldn't have broken.
Rip.
I've got something called Danger Sense that at
I
second
know.
level I get
We were talking about
advantage.
that last time. That it was like, oh, we'll be invincible. Just forget about it.
Yep. I
All
have
right,
advantage against effects you can see of such as traps and spells. Dexterity
Cruven, it's your
saves.
turn.
Okay.
Effects you can see. The one that you tried to step on, you wouldn't have seen it. That would have been the first trigger. If you were stepping on it a second
Such
time,
as,
you would have seen it.
It
right?
says such as traps and spells.
But is that only if you've detected the trap? Or is that just any trap?
Uncanny sense. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll
have to look it up later. It's all
yeah.
good.
I'll take
Cruven's
it
turn.
because I forgot.
Yeah.
Number 2 and prone.
Number 2's dead. He died tripping on his face.
So he's gone.
Yep.
Number 1 is still in range?
Dead.
He's long dead.
Oh.
The only ones
Which
left
one's in
is
range?
number 4.
Is in range? Oh,
Yep.
that's the one that came over.
Yep.
Okay. So where he's just right in front of me?
Yeah.
He's the one that hit me right
Yeah.
then?
That's
Cool.
correct.
Okay. I'm just gonna fight him, I guess. Yeah.
Have at it.
You can, and just right in the face.
Show the way.
Hit
I
and
will.
hit. Oh, please don't do that, Derek.
I'm showing him
No,
the way.
no,
That's why I
no.
keep clicking every once in a while. It's hilarious.
10 and 7 is 17. fucking hate you guys. My guild started doing that shit. It's so fucking annoying.
It
It's
literally
everywhere.
popped. Well, okay, for me it happened like after Christmas Day. That day is when it was big for me. It blew up for everyone else like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
It's been happening for about 2 weeks in my guild. It's fucking
Yeah.
annoying as fuck.
I heard it from like 7 different streamers and like 2 different coworkers all in one day, and it was like, what the fuck?
It's the worst. Alright, Jonesy, it's your turn.
Number 4.
Number 4, it's the one to your left.
Yes. Is number 3 still on the ground, whining about?
Number 3 is, yes, it's to your right and it's laying on the ground, prone.
Stomp.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna fuck it up.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for that one. Fire 'em all.
Miss.
Fuck. Let's try that again. Fire 'em all. Calling it out like a Pokemon.
Barely a hit on the second one because you have advantage, so roll damage.
Damn,
11
barely
points.
An attack.
Okay.
Damn. Shameful.
Any other movements or anything like that?
No, I'm gonna do that thing where I square myself up between 3 and 4.
Sure. Gargoyle number 3's turn. He is no longer prone. And he is going to attack Mr. Ginkgo himself.
Does he have to move to do that?
No.
Okay.
He is standing over Ubrick's body, and Ginkgo is right there. Because he had just come over to help him with the medicine. There's the slashing attack with his claws. Miss. Bite.
Yeah. Hit.
9 points of piercing damage. And that is Gargoyle number 3's turn is done. Ubrick. Final death save. Click it twice.
We got 2. Yeah.
Click it twice. Oh. Sorry, Ubrick, you're dead. Do you have any final notes? Any final words as your soul passes into the abyss?
Fuck you guys.
Oh, can I shout at his ghost?
His soul is leaving his body. You can do whatever you like.
I give him an ironic high five.
Oh, it's so bad! You killed him first episode.
Oh. Sorry, I'm an awful person.
I noticed.
You guys and your high fives.
Oh.
Alright, well, just hang out. Your character is dead. Just drink. Oh man, that sucks to be you. That's 3 fails. He is dead. He has moved on to bigger and better things. Ginkgo, it's your turn.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
gonna go hit 3. Actually, I'm gonna throw a stone at 3.
It's still in melee range.
Well, that does more damage, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay, fair enough. Hits. Roll damage. 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Nicely done. Okay. Let's see. Any other actions or anything?
No, because 3 is attacking, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I'll stay there then.
Okay. Number 4's turn, and it's facing Kruven. It's gonna try and slash him. That's a miss. It's gonna try and bite him. That's a crit. So 2d8 plus 2 would be a crit. 8 points of piercing damage.
you can say, fuck, you're 8, and I'll take half.
Okay. So 4
I'm bloodied.
again. Alright, Gargoyle 4's turn is over. Kruven, it's your turn.
Okay. Just go 4 in front of me.
You're gonna what, sorry?
Yeah, just number 4 in front of me.
Okay, yeah. Number
Okay.
3 is off on the other side of Jonesy.
Alright. That sucks. Alright, I'm gonna attack.
Alright, the first one misses, the dagger does hit. Go ahead and roll damage for the dagger.
Shitty.
6 is something.
The situation is shitty.
True. Jonesy, your turn. Number 4 is to your left, number 3 is to your right. Number 3 is starting to spit up a little bit of blood.
Well, they seem to got that one handled. I'm gonna turn to 4
Okay.
and fire them all. Yeah.
Nice. That hits. Roll damage. So it'll be 17 plus the 3. Because
Yep.
yours is non-advantage, so. First one. 20. Okay. Okay. And second attack. Hits. Roll damage. Another 10.
That's the lowest it can literally roll in that.
Is it really? Nope. You rolled a 2 on your...
I could have got 1 point lower on the fire.
You could have got 1 point lower on the fire and 2 points lower on the bludgeoning. The lowest you can roll on bludgeoning damage is 6 because it's 2 d8s, and you rolled 2s on both of the d8s.
2 plus 2 plus 4, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking low still.
Still, it's it's pretty low. So yeah, you hit number 4, and you both crack, and it's like thud, thud, and it's like "Urgh!" And it's gritting its teeth and bearing, and it's pretty
30
pretty
points of
angry.
damage.
Yeah, it's not bad. Imagine if you had advantage on that first hit. Fuck.
Fuck. Love my
Number.
that. Hey, wait, did I catch him on fire?
Oh shit! You caught yourself on fire last turn. Oh, you put yourself out.
Myself out.
Did you catch him on fire? Good question. Roll a d2. 1 is no, 2 is yes.
Slash. Oh,
You can,
wait.
if it's easier for you, you can roll a d4, and we'll do 1 and 3 is no, and 2 and 4 is yes.
I
if
just had
it's
to get my
easier.
keyboard.
Okay.
Fuck.
No, you did not catch him on fire.
I'll roll a d4 next time.
Okay.
And 3, 4 for fire or something.
Yeah, okay. 1 and 2 is no, 3 and 4 is yes for catching him on fire. We'll do that from now
Sure.
on, because I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, number 3's turn, and it is going to choose who to attack. Number 2 is Mr. Ginkgo. It's going to try to swipe at you. Hit. Okay, and bite.
Yes.
Okay, so just the claw, 4 points of slashing damage.
Alright.
Ginkgo, your turn.
How far away from me are Proven and Jonesy? Like, distance?
Jonesy is about 3 or 4 feet to your left. Like, you could, like, reach out and lean and touch him. From him, melee range is number 4, and then on the other side of 4 is Cruven. So, about 8 yards away?
Yeah, that's
8 feet,
a good
maybe?
idea. I'm gonna try to kneecap number 3 with my quarterstaff.
The dead body of Ubruk is at your feet. Just in relation to the room.
Yourself nice.
Also, a little bit of guilt. Survivor's guilt.
I tried to help him. They didn't try to help. They hit him in
I-
the face and killed him.
Sorry, your action, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to kneecap number 3 with my quarterstaff.
Okay, have at it. That misses.
Alright.
Bonus action or movement. You good? Gargoyle number 4's turn. It was looking at Cruven, but having just been swiped by Jonesy, it's going to take a swipe at both of you. So it's going to claw attack at Cruven, and it's going to try and bite Jonesy. Claw attack on Cruven. Hits for 4 points of slashing damage. And, 2 points of slashing damage, and he's going to try and bite Jonesy for a critical. 2d8 plus 2. 15 points of piercing damage.
I ain't even shook. But I'm kind of shook.
Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Cool.
Respect.
Indeed.
8 mile. 8 mile.
Yeah, 8 mile. Cruven, your turn.
What number is in front of me?
Number 4.
And then what's the other one that's left?
Number 3, and it's over
he's-
on. He's on the other side of Jonesy, between Jonesy
That's fine.
and Ginkgo.
And he's hurt, right?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna use my cloak of invisibility.
You have not had a long rest. It is not up.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know
He's
why we didn't rest.
Definitely not. We
You
should
guys,
rest.
you guys had a short rest, not a long one. Sorry.
I hate my life. This is the worst episode ever.
What?
We were
not,
fully rested.
not just because someone died, right?
Well, that's incredible.
Poor Nick. Jesus.
Okay.
Look at him just sitting there all sad and shit. How do you get mad at that?
Great way to
Because
start
I'm-
my D&D career.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fight the one in front of me then. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
Have at it.
I guess.
Hit and hit.
I'll poke
Roll
and
damage.
stab.
Nice.
I'll spit in his face too.
You can roll sneak attack as well.
Good.
Because after slashing
I'll
you, he
spit on
turned.
his neck.
After slashing you, he turned to try and hit Jonesy, so he's looking away from you. So when you hit him,
Fucking asshole.
12 and a 9 is 21 plus 12 is 33.
33.
Jesus.
Stab him hard.
So yeah, you
With
just
my
go
heart.
you just waylay at his back, and he's like and he's
Wait,
getting
wait,
all
did
fucking
he
cut up.
die?
He's no, otherwise I'd tell you
Did
to
you just
explain the
combine
death.
whale and melee?
Do you not know the word waylay?
I liked it.
Look it up. It's an actual word. Just saying.
Waylay?
Yes, go look it up.
I'm gonna. That's
Anyway, so he just goes at his back, cutting him all up, and he's starting to bleed profusely, but he's still alive. Jonesy, it's your turn.
sweet. How do you spell it?
I don't know. I'll link it to you later.
Whale A.
Oh,
sorry. So number 3 is severely fucked up, and number 4 is not so bad. Is that what you were saying?
Okay, now that you guys can look at that, what was your question?
Fuck, sweet. Just waylaid. Waylaid. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
talking to you right now. I'm talking to chat while you're figuring out what you want to do.
I am going to fly into a barbarian's rage.
Okay.
And
What does that sound
then
like?
I'm gonna try and beat the shit
just
out
no.
of number 4.
Okay.
Huh?
I said, what does that sound like? And then you just nodded, and I'm like, okay, so no. All right, I get it.
What? A rage? What does a rage
Yeah.
sound like?
Yeah. I'm trying to get you guys to like roleplay a little bit more,
But it's hard to roleplay rage when I'm so.
I gotta do
comfortable.
like monster attacks and shit, alright?
I'm actually inside of a blanket that looks like a mermaid's tail, and also half of a onesie.
Alright, I get it. So you're going. Alright. You're in a rage. Alright.
do I need to put mine on?
You're in a rage. Now what?
I'm about to put mine on.
I was wearing this the whole time.
We can tell.
I was wearing this when I murdered somebody. Look into the face of your killer. I am in a rage.
Okay, you're in a rage. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna attack the number 4 with a fiery maul.
Okay. Go ahead and do an attack. That hits. Roll damage. Okay.
19. And then I'm gonna.
How do you
did that
kill him?
murder
How did you kill him?
Well, I took Kruven's. I was captivated by his muster of spitting on the neck, so I spat on its face and then crushed its head like a rock with a.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's my crushing sound.
All right, fair enough. So it is dead. Number 3 is still behind you, and you have an attack remaining.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Have at it. Roll damage.
We need a melee sound.
Okay, so how'd you kill that one?
I showed him the way. Sorry.
So you showed him the way, and he fucking killed himself.
Yeah.
Is that right?
No, I embarrassingly swept his legs out from underneath him so that he crashed onto the ground again and died the same way he just lived throughout this entire battle, like a fucking mistake. That's what I
All
did.
right. Okay. With that, combat is over. And just because it's totally gonna rub it into his face, we will see exactly how much experience he would have gotten and how much you guys get. So you guys get 1,200 experience points for killing 4 gargoyles. That is how much Ubrik would have gotten had he have lived, but he didn't, and he's dead. You guys...
How do you place the resurrection scroll within one of the goblins' mouth?
Gargoyle, you mean?
Perhaps.
Gargoyles.
I'm going to explain what happens after the battle here. So, having just defeated these gargoyles, and the whole like general sense of battle having subsided, and everybody's pulse is coming down a little bit, and everybody's finally setting themselves back into a somewhat normal rhythm where you're not amped up as fuck. You guys notice that all of the corpses slowly start to shift into stone. Exactly where they were sitting, however their last pose was, whether they had a head or didn't. Thank you, Jonesy.
How slowly?
It's not that slowly. Within about 5 seconds, they go from flesh to stone.
So there's no possibility of shaping them into something crude?
You can try. Give me a dex save.
Cool. Nah.
That's not good. That is very not good. I'll be nice. We already.
3. I just fumbled with him. It wasn't
Okay.
a fail.
No, I know. I'm just going to be nice and say that you started to try to mess with the body a little bit, but as you saw the stone was completely covering over, it touches your fingers and it's very cold, and you feel instantly along your hand it starts to callus up, almost like it's turning to stone, but it's not. And you pull your hand away really quickly at the last second, and your hand is cold and all calloused, but no prolonged effects or anything will happen. Luckily, you didn't roll a 1. Anyway,
Yeah, that would have sucked.
you'd have a stone hand. Anyway, and the corpses of the gargoyles turn into stone. You are in a room with 4 dead gargoyles on the ground in their various death poses, turned completely to stone, whether they had heads or not, thanks to Jonesy and his head-crushing abilities. And you guys stumble around the bodies, and you come over and you see a tiefling wizard in his black robes with his eyes are still open, and you see that it's just pure blackness. Pupil and everything is all black, and he's just laying there like
The giant high five mark on the side of his face.
yeah
About this big?
about
Yeah,
Jonesy's
about that
size. Yeah.
Okay. I stand at his head and stand upright and try to look as composed as possible. And I am going to deliver a naked eulogy.
Okay. Roll performance. Okay. What does your eulogy sound like?
He was cool. We found him 20 minutes ago down the hallway.
He knew necromancy and stuff.
I know him as a man that liked books. I myself do not like books. I cannot read them. He took it in stride when we tried to play fratty jokes on him that ultimately led to his demise. I don't regret these, but he might. Does anybody want his rope?
I mean, while we're here, is there any loot there?
There is loot.
I'm assuming he had a basic explorer's kit on him or an adventurer's kit.
That'd be a wrong assumption.
Oh, it would.
Mm-hmm. He
I
gets
would
different
like
He gets different choices from a barbarian.
Can I just rifle through his bags and see what
Yes,
he
you
has?
can.
Let's split it up.
No, I'm not going to split it up. I'm going to put it in his particular bag.
Okay. Inside his robes and inside of his
Alright, let me
backpack.
rephrase. I'm going to take his backpack
Okay.
as it is and just take that.
Okay.
If that-
Are you looking
Taking
inside?
all of the things?
Are you
No,
looking
no.
inside?
No, I'm just taking his backpack for him.
Okay. But you're not looking in or anything? Okay.
No.
Add one Ubruk backpack to your inventory. Total
Okay.
weight 10.2 pounds.
Can I put it on the cart instead of on me?
Well, you're not at the cart, so you would have to carry it until then.
When I do. That's my end goal.
Yeah, you could put it wherever you want. It's D&D. And shove it up your ass. I don't give a shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on the cart. I don't want to carry it personally. It's remembrance of him. We don't want to fuck with his things.
Okay. Well, you're not near the cart, so
That's
somehow
fine.
you got
I'll
to
hold it
transport
for
it
now.
there. Okay. It
How
weighs
much does it weigh?
10.2.
Oh, that's fine. I got lots.
Yeah.
I
Is he
add
wearing
weight?
any special apparel of a kind?
He is not. He is wearing common clothes and a black robe.
Not interested.
Does he have a
Won't fit me. anyways.
stave?
Sorry?
Does he have a stave?
He has a quarterstaff on him, yes.
Kinko, do you want that for backup? You tend to break it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
How does it feel to be fucking looted? Go ahead and add a quarterstaff to your inventory.
Feel violated.
I'm
Right.
holding it for a later soul.
Okay. So whatever you guys do, since I know you guys do have DM powers on the site, and I told you before, don't look at other people's character sheets. Do not delete Ubruk,
I'm not.
because I won't know what's in his inventory if you guys delete it.
Of course. I'm
Right.
not doing anything other than adding Ubric
Sure.
inventory.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, so you guys, anybody else have anything else to say about the eulogy, or,
I'd like to prop him up against one of the posts, so he's sitting with his back against one of the posts. I'm just going to
Okay.
put his hands in his lap and then close his eyes.
okay.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft, sprout a flower on his head.
Okay. Any particular kind of flower, or?
A lily.
Nice,
Make it-
okay.
Maybe
Tasteful.
a red one. He's a tiefling.
Well, he's also dark tan, though, not red.
D'Artagnan?
You guys are the worst.
I know.
Alright, anything else you guys want to do in this room? And how much longer are you guys able to play for?
I'm running out of time.
Okay, so we can call it here then. If you guys...
Whoa. No. I want to see what's in the next room.
And possibly long break. Sleep.
Okay, let's put it this way. If you choose to do a long rest, we'll end the episode. If you want to see what's in the next room, you can't do a long rest.
I'll take a long rest.
Long
Okay.
rest for everybody, I think. Is.
Okay.
I'll take an infinite rest.
I have your things.
All
like
right. You could probably sell them. if he re-rolls another character, he's gonna get all new shit anyway.
That's
I
fine.
should have shoved
It-
everything up my butt first.
Oh, also, Kruven add 10 gold pieces to your inventory. Because he
Alright.
didn't have that in his backpack, so he just had that on him. And I'll
Whoopsie
assume that you
doo.
needed it. Hey, 10 gold's 10 gold, man.
We're up to
It's like-
41.
It's like... oh, God, it's like, Kruven Moonshadow ain't gay, but 10 gold's 10 gold. Just saying. I'll fish into another man's pants for 10 gold, I'm just saying.
A mouth to mouth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you... Why didn't you then in the middle of combat? Fuck it, we'll do post-show in a sec. We'll just, okay, so... you guys all, set your bedrolls out if you have any, otherwise you're just leaning against pillars or laying on top of the gargoyle corpses. Up to you, pick a place, you're laying down, and we will have you guys do a long rest here, and when we pick up next week, we will continue on from where we are now, having you guys having had a full long rest. Cool? Cool. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream every Monday. Starts usually around 6, sometimes we go later, sometimes we start later, sometimes we start on time. The last couple weeks we started a little late because we get people into the call a little late and then it takes a while to get set up and, all that shit. But tonight was a really long episode, so thank you for sticking in with it. And usually they don't go quite this long, but yeah. If you're watching on Twitch, thanks. Hit the follow button. Or if you feel particularly generous, hit the sub button. There's an emote in chat. That's pretty nice.
High fives for everybody.
Oh,
Indeed.
Fuck off.
Hopefully soon to be more emotes.
Yes, we will look to get more, but gotta up the sub count before we can do that, right? But
Is that how it works?
yeah, it's based on how many subs you have. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in. We're gonna take like a quick little 2-3 minute break, and then we'll come back with a brief post game show. We won't do it too long, but yeah. Thanks for watching. See you guys next week.